That's because I'm muted. I'm an idiot. Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out how to use OBS with StreamYards, but it doesn't seem like that's possible. What are you doing, Viking? Is it late there? Maybe share this out. Maybe somebody can come in and help. Somebody can come help me. Yeah, I have that. I have that installed, but it doesn't seem to work on Mac for whatever reason. And when I use it, the audio, when I use it for like recording videos, the audio is like way out of sync, like a long, like 30 seconds out of sync. And so I can't seem to figure that out either. But I guess it's because it's a Mac versus Windows thing. So I have a Mac, or I mean a Windows machine right there. It's just a Surface, but it's still a Windows machine nonetheless. But I don't know enough about it to. I think Stream Elements OBS have it built in its stock though. Yeah, it does. It has virtual cam in there, but every time I try to use it, it comes up as what do you call it? It comes up as it just shows like this camera icon, and like there's no input. So I don't know how you're supposed to add the input to the virtual cam, but I'm pretty much lost when it comes to this kind of stuff. I just thought this morning I would mess around with it because it gives you a lot more options using OBS. But then I also hear that OBS crashes all the time too. So then there's that. So I was trying to get Llama to come in here to help me. My best friend, Llama. Where is Llama? Let's see if we can get Llama in here. Copy a clipboard. Control V. Who else? 3D. Everybody that's got a 3D print in their name. Oh, XSplit. What does XSplit do? Yeah, so the audio thing, apparently you have to download another plugin to remedy it, but it's not available on a Mac. Us Mac guys get the bad end of the deal, man. What's XSplit? I've heard of that before. I'm gonna Google it. XSplit. So XSplit's kind of like OBS then, huh? That's okay. What are you doing, Viking? Are you sitting in your chair right now, staring at your computer? Sitting there? We need to get you talking more. I don't know if you guys saw this speaker box I'm making, but I reprinted it yesterday, and oh man, that thing turned out nice. Oh, there's Viking. What's up, man?
Not much. Just sat down in the chair to write some.
Is it late? Is it late there?
No, it's not too bad. It's 6 p.m.
6 p.m. Yeah, I was saying I just reprinted the speaker box yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
I can't believe how good it turned out.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Like, it is perfect.
Yeah. That's always fun.
And that's at 100, 100, I think 150 millimeters a second. You can see it going behind me, the other part of it. But, I mean, that's hauling ass. Pretty good quality for going that fast, you know?
Yeah, sure.
But the problem is I ended up wasting this whole thing here.
Yeah.
But this just looks like shit. You see what I mean? Like, the colors are goofy.
Yeah, it's matte and shiny.
I think it's from the fan, huh? Maybe?
Yeah, that could be it. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. So, I haven't done too much today. I've been away for a bit.
What time is it there?
A little over 6 p.m. So.
Oh, that's not bad.
No, still pretty early. I've been up for 12 hours though.
Because it's like, it's 10 a.m. here. So,
Yeah.
But I didn't go to bed till 3 a.m. this morning.
Yeah.
I had a girl over, and I was supposed to take her home at like I don't know, probably by midnight. I don't know, but we fell asleep, and I woke up at like 3 a.m. I go, oh shit, I gotta get you home.
Yeah.
Her family doesn't like her staying the night over here.
Oh.
Yeah.
How young is she?
She's 30. She's 32, but
oh yeah.
but she lives with her aunt and uncle here.
Oh yeah.
And she's from Mexico. She's only been here for 8 months or so, and they just have very conservative values. So they're very like it's considered to be very improper to stay the night at somebody's house like that. That you're not living with or you're not married to.
Yeah, I see.
So, I mean, I kind of like it. It sucks sometimes, but
yeah,
they're very, very, very conservative when it comes to like relationships and stuff. So, and they're also very not. I mean, I think they're a little not trusting of white people. So, yeah. And I don't blame them. You know, I don't blame them. After all the shit, you know, you see all the Donald Trump shit and all the the stuff. I don't know that I blame them, but it does get a little frustrating because it's funny that you think like a lot of white people think that, or you know that like everybody's racist against like you know Mexicans or illegal aliens or whatever. But the truth of the matter is they are very judgmental of Americans just in general.
Yeah.
And they're very
both ways. There's room for improvement from both sides.
Right. they're just very cautious
Yeah.
with Americans. So I've been dating her for, I don't know, almost 2.5 months, 3 months.
Yeah.
And like, she wouldn't even come to my house until last week.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
She wouldn't get in my car. She wouldn't get in my car for a month. And at first I was like, I didn't know what to make of it, you know, but I did. And then after a while I started realizing like, they're just not very trusting of Americans. I think, you know, they always think we're up to something, but
yeah, it pays to be cautious sometimes.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So what's going on over there, man? Is it cold? Is it snowing?
Yeah, it's snowing. It's not too cold. It's only, let's check, -1 Celsius.
Oh yeah, so that's really cold, right?
Not for me or for Norway. It's just below 0. So.
Oh, I can change this, huh? Hold on. There we go. Oh, see, look at that. That's a good view.
Oh, that's terrible.
Oh, you don't like that?
No.
You like that? Okay, hold on. Is that better?
Sure.
So it's about 30 degrees Fahrenheit here.
Yeah. Oh, 30 degrees. Yeah, so that's just around snowing then, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, had some nice snow today.
I don't know if you guys saw. Do you follow Jessica Kirsch? She hangs out on Zachary 3D Print stream all the time. Yeah. So she lives here next to me, and yesterday she put out a video about, because it was pouring rain outside.
Yeah.
And it literally never rains here. Like, and she was crying because she hasn't seen rain in so long, and it's so true, man. Like, we have not had rain here in over a year. Like, not a drop of rain in a year.
Oh,
like it's crazy, and that's not normal. Normally we have some rain, you know. So
yeah.
But yesterday it was like it just downpoured rain yesterday.
I keep forgetting you're in Arizona.
Yeah.
Because you keep saying, you're from Washington State, so I keep thinking you're in Washington State. And I know you're in Arizona. It just takes me a minute sometimes to click that.
I moved out of Washington because the politics sucked.
Yeah.
When they reelected Jay Inslee, I go, I'm out. I got to get out of here.
You can really come to Connecticut.
Connecticut? Why?
You love the politics here.
Oh yeah, I bet. Yeah, sounds right up my alley. If you're any indication, or who else?
We're so democratic here. It even makes me sick sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't Dave Rudolph from there too, or no? He's in Maryland, right?
Dave who?
Dave Randolph from Print and Salt. Where
did you say Rudolph?
No, I said Randolph. Did I say Rudolph?
Dave Rudolph.
The first time, yeah.
No, he's down.
I thought you were talking about the politicians.
California or something.
No,
they're in Pennsylvania.
Print and Solid's in Maryland, though, right?
Yeah, well, it's in both.
Yeah,
it's right on the border.
So it seems like everybody over. I mean, the whole Eastern Seaboard is very Democratic until you get to North Carolina, South Carolina, right? Florida, Arkansas, Kentucky. Those are our people down there. Long beards, no teeth.
It's like right on the edge. We bounce back and forth even here in Connecticut. We've had. It depends on the attitude of the day.
My sister Llama is very much like you. She has a very.
That's what's funny is you think I'm Democratic, and yet I have voted Republican as much, if not more. The only thing I don't like is Trump. Period.
But that doesn't make
the man. I met the man. I refuse to work for the man because I saw the working conditions he creates.
But I don't think. I think it's naive to think that any politician truly cares about you, right? Because
I totally agree.
Politicians just don't care about anybody but themselves. That's the whole point. And literally, my whole issue is like, just in government in general, is like
no question about it. Trump is a freaking criminal. I can tell you that from personal experience.
Well,
I'm just saying, worst slime ball, tells you he's going to do something, backs out of it because it just doesn't fit his mood for the day. Slime ball.
Llama.
That's why I got called into his job sites and we refused to do the work because he wouldn't pay his guys.
Forget about
they
Trump.
Weren't doing the extras.
Forget about Trump for a second. The fact that in our presidential elections we can't have a third party option shows you how fucking corrupt it is, right? Because there should be there was a good independent option, Joe Jorgensen, and literally I never even heard of her until after the election was over.
Yeah, no, I'd heard of her, but she was so small. I would have voted for her if I thought there was any chance in hell of her winning.
Yeah,
but I didn't want.
But the reality of it is they take your money, and then they loan it back to you with interest. Well, right? And then you're supposed to thank them for loaning you your money back. It's bullshit.
Yeah, well, Trump just takes it and doesn't even give it back.
No, forget about Trump.
I know.
Every politician.
Here's my thing, and neither party's going to do it, but they should have a limit on political spending. They should not be able to be whoever's the richest wins. Any advertising that they do that's false on either side, and they both made bold false statements this year, should be held liable, like financially, security, something liable. Anything they vote for, they have to live by, including insurances, homing, whatever.
You mean like have some kind of ethics in the campaign? Well, the reality is half the stuff that they promise, they literally cannot do.
Well, that I agree with. Just like, Obama in his health care couldn't get a good health care through, not because he didn't try, but because he was fighting with the reps. I don't think the health care system he even started with was going to be good. He was kind of going more toward the Bernie Sanders, which I like what Bernie Sanders says, but the practicality, just like you say, is unrealistic, at least at this time.
Well,
if Bernie had won, we would be screwed because he would just everything up.
But Lama, check this out. Just from 20,000 feet, right? Forget about Trump and Biden and all that bullshit. Just for a second, imagine if they really gave a shit how much this country is struggling. If they really gave a shit, they would say, you know what? We're not gonna collect IRS taxes. We're not gonna collect federal income taxes for you. That would be far more beneficial to a large majority of this country than but they don't want to. They'll never fuck with their income, right? Because they want to make sure that they're getting paid. And by the way, this whole pandemic, if I had my choice, I'd say, look, how many Americans lost their jobs? Well, guess what? Your guys' pay is getting cut for 6 months. Public servants, right? They should have taken pay cuts. They've been sitting at home on their asses for 8 months.
Get paid at freaking all. Every one of them is wealthy. They should get the same freaking $2,000 bonus check, just like you or me get. They're American citizens. They should get that too.
Well, I don't get that. I don't.
The politics are the biggest spenders. If we took the political spendings for the last 2 years between both sides, and not just presidential, I mean just senators, everything in the last 2 years, we could pay 90% of our national debt.
That's true. And but Lama, check it out. Here's my issue. So I'm not full blown Republican because I believe that we need police reform. But the people that did
reform.
Reform. But think about the people
elimination.
The people that were not affected by the pandemic, right? All politicians, nothing changed for them. Nothing changed for them. They got the same amount of money. They still got to make their house payment while people are starving in the street. Police, fire, ambulance, all the government jobs, teachers, all teachers got paid through the whole pandemic. And meanwhile, you got it. So if you're a schlub swinging a hammer at a job site, you got screwed.
Yep.
You got screwed. I think that
that's the ones that should be getting the bonus.
I think every politician, elected official from March 16th of 2020 should have lost their ability to collect a paycheck until they resolve the stimulus package for the people.
They shouldn't be locked out of getting a paycheck. They should be locked out of getting an extreme paycheck. Again, they get no more than anybody else.
We know what they did with me.
Their freaking attitude real fast. They got to pay their bills too. Granted, most of them are wealthy independently, but not all of them are. There's a lot of them.
Another issue. How are they wealthy independently if they've been public servants their whole life? I mean, that's a whole nother issue.
They do investments, and
No, but they should not be allowed to profit from office. Period. Whether you're Republican or Democrat, it should not matter. If you make
you voted for Trump, who was the biggest profiter ever off of his.
But he came in wealthy. You know who wasn't wealthy when they came in? Biden. He came in poor as poor can be. Now he's a millionaire.
Yeah, but he became a millionaire after he left presidency. Doing just like Clinton did. Clinton actually made more money after she lost by doing speeches. She charges like $250,000 to show up for an hour.
He shouldn't be able to.
My argument's Clinton, and I lost the election.
They should not be able to do that.
I agree.
If they want to go give public speeches, that's part of their public service to the country. They should have to do it for free.
Here's the thing: she's not a public service because she didn't get elected.
Yeah,
so
well, that's true.
But, private sector.
But I think any president that we're providing Secret Service support for the rest of their lives, they should whatever public appearances they do, and then maybe they should be required to do a few a year, but it should be done for free. You should not be a billionaire from being.
No. It should not be done for free, but the money should go back to the country.
That's true.
To them, or they get a small portion, and the country collects the money.
Yeah, because we're paying
their freaking income.
Yeah.
And,
I
don't mind them making a buck. I don't mind them getting wealthy off of their position after the fact. You know, hey, I was president. Look at me. I wrote a book. Yay. Go ahead. Write a book.
This country needs a revolution, my friend. An uprising.
No, it's gotten a few in the last couple of years.
And I'm sorry, this is probably an unpopular opinion, but when I saw what happened at the Capitol and I saw all those worthless congressmen running for the tunnel, I thought, you run, you little pieces of shit, because the people are coming.
And not because we don't need the revolution, like you say. The problem is Trump lost the first time. The only reason he got it is because of our electoral college, which is, I don't want to say corrupt, but it's geared
constitutional. You can't say corrupt. It's constitutional. It is what it is.
Yeah, but the setup can be jerry-rigged. They do it constantly.
Yeah, the only difference
their
is
system.
figured out how to jerry-rig it.
The people voted for Clinton. Not that I wanted her either, but the Democrats didn't go storming the gate. They actually had a reason.
Llama.
They stormed the gates with zero evidence of anything other than him going, I didn't lose. It was cheating. There was zero evidence. Zero.
That's not true. Llama,
it absolutely is, dude. His own Supreme Court said there is no evidence here.
That doesn't mean that it
placed.
Llama.
Not one of them, not a single one of the 9 said he has any evidence that's viable. Not one.
Llama, that's not true.
That absolutely is true. Look it up. The Supreme Court said there is no evidence.
Are you leaving? Are you leaving, Viking?
I don't have anything to add to political debate, anyways. So I'm helping a friend with. There's a friend who needs some formal help. So.
Well, we should probably not talk about elections, actually.
Yeah.
I love you. I love you.
That's why I don't mind arguing with you. We can even get a little heated, but we both are like, when we're done, we get over it and move on.
Yeah, I don't care like that, but
that's why I don't mind arguing with Steve, because
I don't have
we'll literally yell at each other and just like 5 minutes later be like, hey, dude, this is a cool print.
I was showing them this earlier, Llama. This is that I reprinted that speaker box, dude. Look how freaking awesome that thing turned out.
You know, you held that up, and I thought it was a mailbox at first.
It does look like. Oh, it does.
It looks like a freaking mailbox at first.
It looks like the letter N,
like a little with like a little like hair lip on the edge.
But look how good that turned out. Isn't that
That
great?
is pretty sweet.
At 150 millimeters a second, Llama.
Yeah, but is it actually doing that?
Yeah, look, it's right there. It's got 8,000.
No. The thing about, because that's got the duet on it, right?
Yeah.
You know that in the corner of the duet thing, which is one thing I actually liked, it actually tells you its actual speed at the second. It's like every 10 seconds it updates and tells you. And it tells you the actual traveling speed the head's moving at the time.
I wonder.
It almost never gets up to full speed.
No. I'll jump in a little while if you're still streaming.
All right, bud.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Is there anybody?
One person, I think.
Yeah, that would be me because I got the chat window open.
Yeah. I'll see you guys later.
See you, bud.
Bye-bye.
Hey, Llama, I wonder if can I share my duet screen on this or no?
Yeah, you just do share screen. You can actually share the window or your whole screen.
Let's see. Share screen.
Share screen.
Application window, Chrome tab.
Right on your web browser. Share
Can you
screen.
see that?
Yep.
So watch.
You can't really read it because it's too small.
Oh, really? Let's see. Well, nope, that won't do it. Let's see.
Yeah, you can do that. You just
there you go. So you can see the top speed there.
Requested speed. See, the requested speed is only what, 90 or 50? I can't read that.
It says 90.
And the top speed was 90.
Well, it's doing 90. It's doing 90 right now because it's doing infill.
Yeah. There you go. 50, 200, 150, 300.
You see 400 for a second?
I only saw the 350, but that could be just a blink out of the.
So the XYZ movement is 400, and then it's doing 150 on the perimeters.
Yeah. That's pretty long because that, for the people that go, oh, it never gets there, that tells you right there what it's actually doing.
Yeah, you see that right there, 150,
yeah,
150.
I saw a couple of 300s, 200s. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I did like about the duet.
What? Oh, yeah.
Information you could pull off of it.
Well, that's the thing, though, is most people, they put in, 200 or 300, and then they don't change the acceleration, So.
Yeah, well, if you don't set your.
Right.
I always turn my acceleration down because I never got a good quality print out of the duet. Literally flipping this thing over to the SKR board.
Yeah.
Improved my print quality. It wasn't terrible, but I always got weird little jitteries and stuff in it.
Yeah.
It wasn't accessing, and I don't think it was the duet per se. I think it was the slicer didn't like the duet.
Yeah.
I don't think I can make it likes the duet.
I found it's a really fine balance between, getting the accelerations right and getting the jerk right on the duet is a finicky, long process because, printing fast or trying to print fast and getting a decent quality, it's like riding a bicycle, trying to get it just perfect. But I got it right now where this profile I'm using on Prusa, I'm scared to touch it. I literally am scared to I don't touch anything in it because the last time I did, I made an iteration of it and it all went to hell. And then I had to start all over again.
I keep doing it and I keep forgetting to do it because you're using Prusa Slicer, right?
Right.
Yeah. When I do the Idea Maker ones, if I get one that I really like, I just duplicate it, kind of hide the good one.
Yeah, I do that too. Yeah.
Anything I edit, I can just pull it back.
The problem is Idea Maker, what I love about Idea Maker is I can set my printer profile and then all the stuff follows it. Whereas, I can't tell you how many times in Prusa Slicer, I selected Railcore and then I used my Prusa print profile by accident because I wasn't paying attention. I like that in Idea Maker, when you change your printer, everything changes with it.
Yeah, all your filament, because it's printer profile, which is basically nothing.
Right.
Size, shape, do you have a heated bed, how big's your nozzle? That's about it for the printer profile. But the minute you change that printer profile, all your filament profiles change with it.
Right.
There are no print profiles. Everything is based on your filament profile.
Right. Yeah, that's what I was. But I don't know what it is about. Oh, the thing I don't like about Idea Maker is, and I wish they would fix it, is I really like in Prusa Slicer being able to just upload it to the Duet directly. I don't like having to save it and then upload it after the fact.
You can upload it direct to the printer now. The latest update does it.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
I did not know. I didn't know
You
that.
have to. It's finicky as crap. It's,
so you can go right into Duet, like.
Yeah, you because you got a Wi-Fi, right? Duet Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
So you just you take your URL, 1.26.0.0.0 and say send it to that, and it'll just boot it right up to it.
So what do you just go into your print profile and do it?
I'm not sure because I don't do it, but a couple people have been saying they can do it, and it is finicky. There's been a lot of reports in their little thing that sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And most of the time they seem to figure it out. I don't really read into it because I just use the pies. So
it says export to local disk, export to printer.
Yeah, you got to set up the export to printer, and it's finicky, and I don't do it because I always like to save the thing to my desktop, and then I save the G-code file and stash it if I ever want to use it again.
It's weird though because it says it says export to printer, but then it doesn't give you any kind of option to.
Well, it's export to their printers. You have to hack that or something. I can't remember exactly how it works, but there is a way to do it. People are doing it to the Duet.
Yeah,
I don't remember how. If you do like a Google search or something, because it's something. I think you have to set up your printer. I don't remember. Connect to printer. Raise 3D printers. I don't know. There was a way you could send it to something, but I don't remember where it was. And it's not like it just works. It's one of those you gotta like diddle with it to make it work.
Right. Woo! See, like can you see that? Like right here it says.
Yeah, it's not clear, but I can see it.
So it says G-code export, upload to printer, upload to Raise Cloud, or upload to Octoprint.
Well, I think you have to go through the Raise Cloud.
Oh, look, it does say you can go to Octoprint from it.
Yeah, and you just put the URL. But I think you can use that instead of Octoprint and just put your Duet info in there instead of the Octoprint.
I'm gonna try it.
I would have to look. You'd have to look into it and exactly how to make it work because I know people were having issues with it. I remember reading a bunch of posts like it works, it doesn't work, it works, it doesn't work, kind of thing. It seems finicky.
Yeah, I wonder if you could just copy the. It's got to be a URL though, huh?
No, it's that right there. It's whatever you call that. I call it a URL. It's not. But you need your API key.
There's not one for Duet though.
There is.
There is?
Yeah. Everything has an API key.
No, I know, but I've never seen it.
Oh, you know what it is? I think you have to make the Duet.
Uh-huh.
You have to kick the Duet over to an access point, not just a unit on your own network. It has to be its own network, I think, or something. There you go, right there. API key for the Duet.
Oh, did you see it? Oh, right here.
Yeah. How to find it or something. But I think you have to. I don't know enough about it, and it's not really important to me, so I didn't really look into it. But I know I read some stuff about it. The best thing. Do you go to? Do you have the Raise forum?
No. Do you?
Yeah.
I wonder if maybe I'm doing this wrong. Maybe I should say how to use Idea Maker. Upload to Duet. Oh, somebody jumped in. Hold on, I'm coming. Oh, what happened, Llama?
I freaking did the stupid, click a link and it just did it in the window I was in, not create a new window or a new tab. I just put in private chat the Duet. The Raise 3D forum. If you go into the private chat.
Yeah, I gotta figure this out. I don't know how to do any. Oh, there it is. Private chat.
Yep. There you go. And that's where you get all your help. And those guys are wicked. Now, you do have to remember they're on the other side of the world. So any question you ask usually takes about 24 hours to get a response. But they almost always respond.
I wonder if you just type in Duet 3D and see what happens. What do their printers run on? Do their printers run on an Octopi or something?
Nope. They're all independent. They have their own. They don't even run Marlin.
They don't?
Nope. They run Raise 3D firmware.
Really?
Yeah, it's a subsidy of Marlin from what I understand, but they have their own buttload of they have a buttload of their own commands. They
Really?
have a whole bunch in the 2,000, 3,000, and 4,000 range that you'll never use. That's why when you first set up your printer, they always tell you omit Raise 3D G codes.
Yeah.
Because there's about 100 of them that are their own.
I would buy one of those printers if I could get it for a decent price, but I would not. I could not spend the money on a new one for sure.
No. I think they're worth $1,000. I wouldn't pay any more than that personally, just because.
Yeah, I think the box is nice, like the case is nice, the structure is nice, but I think all I hear is those extruders are just. I mean, what's his
The
name?
hot end. The hot ends are terrible.
Yeah, the hot ends are terrible, right?
Yeah, they have a custom hot end, and the best thing you can do, and the good thing about it, from what I understand, I haven't actually seen one, but the Mosquito is like a very easy snap-in replacement.
But you got to do a Bondtech with it.
Really easy. Huh?
I think you got to do a Bondtech with it, though, right?
I'm not sure. Again, I don't. I think most people just do because the Raises use the single gear, and everyone thinks you need dual gear, even though you don't.
Yeah, but on that kind of printer, the size, man, it's like printing at 35, 40 millimeters a second is going to be murder on that machine. I hear they have a lot of jamming issues more than
in the hot end.
Yeah,
the hot end is like not. I don't know. It's not cooled right, or the heat break's wrong, or something's not quite.
It's pretty cool though. Like the one Joel had one. I remember he put Bondtex on his.
Yeah, he still has it. He still uses it.
Yeah, but you don't see it on there too often unless he's printing something huge.
Yeah, he just did it with the speaker build. He used one of those parts was that. He just got the two craft bots, which are basically the same thing, just new. And
well, he's struggling with that. He's struggling with that big $38,000 printer, huh?
Yeah.
God
I wouldn't mind one of those craft bots because I'll tell you what.
Me too.
When they went Craftaware the last time, like they just updated everything, especially for the PC. It's not they haven't updated in like a year for the Mac, but the PC they fixed like a lot of their issues with the PC slicing.
I haven't seen anybody say anything bad about a Craftbot machine. Like everybody that has
I've seen a bunch just like the newest one. They say it prints beautifully as long as you don't use the other side.
The right
head. But that's not just Joel. That's like everybody that talks about it says for some reason, if you only use the one nozzle, it works beautifully. The minute you try and use the IDEX, it fails.
But what if you had to choose between a Craftbot or a Lowell's bot for $4,000, what would you pick?
Oh, the Craftbot in a heartbeat.
Yeah, me too. Like that, I think that machine looks huge and it's a huge print volume. I just cannot. The Lowell's bot's almost criminal what they're asking for that machine, man. I'm sorry, it just drives me crazy.
Yeah, no. I mean, that new one, it is actually kind of a toss-up with the latest one because they have a lot of good stuff on it.
Yeah, but it's small. It's the size of a Prusa.
Yeah, well, there's that. It's a little bit bigger. It's like 280, isn't it?
I don't.
I think
remember.
it's like 210 by 280 by like $300.
But they got the same old tricks that Lowell's bots always have. They have the wipe the nozzle and how it levels is unique.
Yeah.
But one of the best things about Lowell's bot is their interactive tool, their tool head changing, right? Where you could have the Greg's extruder or the Wade's extruder and all that stuff.
Yep.
But now they don't have that anymore because now they're just going to a Mosquito. So in my opinion, they got rid of one of the things that I think was probably one of the best things about Lowell's bot. They raised the price.
Yeah.
And they put a touchscreen on it.
I don't get. I mean, I get why people think they're good if they don't know any better, but touchscreens suck.
Yeah,
Have you ever had to try and raise the temperature on a touchscreen from 0 to 200? You're sitting there going 199 times.
Yeah, I use the one on the Duet pretty free. Well, actually, I probably don't use it that much. Actually, now that I think about it, I use the web interface
screen.
Yeah,
I want a screen. I want a screen, and that's the other thing I didn't like about the Duet. I don't want their freaking $100 screen. I want a 1995 screen that I can look at and say, okay, my temperature's holding, the thing's moving, everything's working, have a nice day. Or go, crap, something's not working, be able to push a button and the thing shuts down.
You know, you can put those screens plug right into a Duet.
What?
You can use the serial ribbon cable and plug it into
it doesn't talk to it.
It does.
They changed it then with the 3 because 2 never would talk to a regular.
Let me tell you, you're gonna love this. Let me tell you the video that you should be watching. But if you watch Design Prototype Test video, he had a whole video on taking the stock Marlin screen and getting it to work on the Duet. And so all of his printers, his Enders, everything he has, he converts to Duet, and he retains the original screen, and then he uses a tablet for the web interface.
So he takes his $100 printer and converts it into a $500 printer, so he can make it almost like a Prusa.
Yeah, just like the rest of us.
Well, I know, but he's Mr. Tinfoil hat, and everyone steals my ideas.
Oh, hey, listen, he is. It'd be naive to say that he doesn't have an enormous ego. He does, but when he just makes his videos,
yes, I agree.
I like watching him.
He started right around when I did.
Yeah,
probably like a couple of months before me, and I used to watch a bunch of his videos because he is engineering and smart, and he was like always a step ahead of me. So when I was first getting into it, I watched his videos all the time, and they were actually helpful. And then he just started. Every other video was a rant. It was like, oh God. No.
You know what he's like? You know what he reminds me of? Every engineer in the world. They're all like that.
Architect.
Every engineer I've ever met is eclectic.
Architect. I know engineers that aren't that bad. Architects are really,
they're
really
kind of one of the same. They're kind of one of the same. They're always, they always you're always doing it wrong. I mean, and listen, some of the things he says about Prusa is true. Like, why does my MKS after all this time still have zip ties on holding the rails down? It makes no sense. Now the new versions, they just changed it. And
no, they haven't had zip ties in a while.
I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theorist here, but it is kind of funny. It is kind of funny that he's been harping on them about zip ties and the Pendoprobe having a thermistor in it for 2 years now, right? Well, in the latest release, zip ties are gone. They finally went away with the zip ties and made real rod holders, and they took the thermistor out of the Pendoprobe, and it's almost like now he's got nothing to complain about because they literally took the two things away that he was complaining the most about.
Yeah,
is that a coincidence?
They got rid of the zip ties a while ago, though.
But here's how you know that Prusa watches his videos, right? Because Prusa made that video. You remember the video about how Joe Prusa does everything? He has he's the shipping department, he's the sales department, he's the and it just that video was because of Design Prototype Test video about how Prusa is a man. He's a one-man show, and he does, he gives his team no credit, and he does everything there, right? So Joe Prusa, being a smartass, made that video, it was fucking hilarious, man. It was great.
It was hilarious.
Yeah, it was great.
I loved it. I thought it was funny as crap.
But I like him. I like Design Prototype Test. I'm obviously a Prusa fanboy, just like I'm a Mac fanboy, and so most of the time when he starts on the Prusa shit, I just stop. I just don't pay attention.
Yeah, I just don't. the last couple I've watched of his, he's just so whiny about everything. I stopped watching. I just
Well, the last one
from my subscription list and went, have a nice day.
The last one was he said that it said is design prototype test a bigot or a racist?
Yeah, I saw that.
And I thought, why you like?
Why even go there?
It's just feeding the trolls,
Yeah.
All you're telling everybody in the world that says those things to you is that it clearly bothers you,
Yeah. It's just crap I ignore when it gets like that.
But I do agree with him.
Me and you can go back and forth with our political views, but at the end of the day, we get the fuck over it and move on.
Yeah.
Well,
I think he unhealthily his is almost to an unhealthy point most of the time.
He I swear, and not kidding, I bet he stays up at night worrying about what people say about him in his little posts, and
Yeah.
It's like, you can't do that. There's going to be people out there that just do it to egg you on, just to see your reaction.
Right.
They don't even necessarily feel that way. They're just saying it because they know it's going to piss you off and they think it's funny.
when he investigates it, and like the person saying whatever, and then he finds out they have no videos and no followers, he fucking loses his mind.
Yeah. It's like, what do you expect?
It's a bot. It's a bot.
Everything's a bot. We're all bots. He called you a bot, didn't he?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, listen.
You were a sock puppet. You weren't a bot. You were
Llama, I have a whole video on his channel that is all about me, specifically me.
I know.
It's a 45-minute video dissecting all my comments and everything I said, and he goes, and the light speed, whoever that is, right? Like, Steven, I would like to know whoever you are to come, but then like 2 videos later, he's like, Steven Lightspeed is a real person, because I talked to him, Llama. I actually talked to him. After that happened, I talked to him. I said, look, because I'm a Prusa fan does not make me a bad person. It doesn't. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're right. I'm just saying that I think it's unfair for you to make a bunch of opinions about a product that you've only seen on the internet. That is unfair. His
whole point is Prusa steals everything from the community and sells it. It's not stealing. It's out there.
I know.
The whole community. The Ender is the same thing. It's not like a new design.
Well, and I think his angle on that is the attribution part. Like, who came up with the thermistor now he claims, and he's done a deep dive on it. And when you look at when the MK3 came out, they had a regular bed probe on it, a Penda probe, and before even that, he had a video on his channel talking about he inserted a thermistor into a bed probe. Now, did Prusa see that? Prusa commented on the video.
He did. So what? He used the idea. What's wrong with that?
For him, it's an attribution thing, and you should attribute if there is a source, you should attribute it,
Yeah, I don't disagree with that, but I'm sure there's other people that did the same thing, and Prusa went, okay, there's 10 people here doing it. I might as well try it. And
Prusa's the guy. Prusa's copied more than anybody else in the world, right?
Yeah, but he's also innovated more than any other printer manufacturer in the world, too.
That's true. I was actually looking last night about, I was thinking about, I kind of want to get one of those clones, you know what I mean?
I would kind of like to get a clone and a real one and sit them side by side and really see if there's any difference.
Look, I'm not a clone guy, and I agree with Design Prototype. Even for Prusa, he agrees. Like, hey, we shouldn't be cloning these things, but I love, I don't love, but I like the idea of getting a $250 Prusa Mini and seeing what it's like. And it seems like Prusa's kind of okay with it, so I don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of at the point now, like
he made it very clear that the Prusa Mini wasn't. There's some new innovation that the hot end is all his, and
the buddy board
setup is all his, even though it uses a Bondtech gearing system. The Prusa Mini is just like any of the old Tronc CX1s or the Ender 2, or it's a very similar. He just beefed it up.
Yeah. I would like
he
to
openly admits that.
Shane at Fugatech, well, he made one, and Man,
he finished it last night, didn't he?
Yeah, it looks just like the same exact thing.
Yeah, no, it does. But you are getting much better quality, and again, you're paying for service. Like if you could build one for $250 and you can buy a Prusa for $100 or $350, you're paying that $100 so you can call Prusa and say, "Hey, dude, my freaking circuit board blew up. Send me a new one," and you get it in 2 days.
Right.
But
you
don't get that from Creality.
Because I think, like Shane was talking about last night, when you see what Prusa charges for the Prusa stuff, it is kind of, he is ridiculously high on his pricing.
You're
because of the service aspect, right? So,
well, it's not just the service; it is the clone aspect. It's just like E3D or any of the others charging an absorbent amount of money. A Mosquito is ridiculously overpriced.
Like Tesla?
It is. It's a freaking hot end. It's a piece of freaking metal you forged. Granted, it's all U.S. made, and they're trying to keep it that way, and blah, blah, blah. But it's a forged piece of aluminum with a brass tube and a couple of little trinkets of aluminum that are mass-produced on it.
I just want.
You're paying for the innovation. You're paying for the factory. You're paying for the service. You're paying for the.
Yeah, when you're paying for the service, but that you can buy that clone out the door for $243, right? Without the printed parts, but everything else, all the hardware and everything.
Yeah. So now you have to print it,
that's okay.
Yeah, no, it's okay. But now you have to print it. Where actually Prusa's actually, I know, but again. Prusa's, they're not just printing anymore. They actually went to injection molded with a lot of the parts now, which is definitely better. I don't care what anyone says. I'd rather have injection molded or even aluminum over printed.
Right.
I don't know. Plus, he just dropped it too. The Prusa Mini now you can get for like $280 or something if you buy the kit. Yeah, he just released it as a kit too.
Oh, I didn't think they had a kit.
Huh?
I didn't think they had a kit.
They didn't. They just released it. They're getting ready to release it. That was in their last little Prusa Live thing. They're going to do a kit version.
If they had a kit that was $280, I would buy that instead. Because then why would you buy the Chinese knockoff for $250, right?
Yeah. Well, I think that's why he did it.
Oh no, the kit's $349. Yikes!
So what's the full version?
$399 now. They actually took the price up on the full version. It's a $400. That is out of.
Not real. It's still not. Think of some of those things you get. It is small.
I watch this guy. Listen, I'm a Prusa fanboy, so I'm not complaining. I buy Mac shit like you and get ripped off every day. But
yep. I pay for Mac OS, not for Mac hardware. That's why I buy Mac.
Unfortunately, we end up paying for both, though, right? So, but
I'm really not too unhappy with the hardware this time around, to be honest.
Yeah, well, you will be soon enough, right? But the Prusa Mini, there's a guy on here. I follow his channel. It's called IQ Less, so IQLess.com. He's just a nice guy. He's a homeschooler or whatever, and he does 3D printing stuff. But anyways. He bought a Prusa Mini the day of launch. He got it a couple months later. Last month, his screen broke on his Prusa Mini. So he calls them up and they say, yeah, you need to replace the screen, blah, blah, blah. And I tell him in the chat, hey, go to AliExpress and buy one. They're $20, right? No, I got to get an original one. I'm like, listen, I know for a fact that the ones from AliExpress work. I know it for a fact. Because of this, Shane of Fugatech made one. No, I got to get the original one. I don't want to be messing around with it. Whatever. $90 for a non-touchscreen color LCD, Llama. Come on, man. He's paying $20 for those screens, maybe $10 for those screens, and he's marking them up $80.
Because his are limited run and they're special. And
no, they're not special.
They're not, though. I agree. But they are a smaller run than the AliExpress version.
They're the same exact thing. They're the same screen. He charged $90, and then he charges $20 for the cord that.
Yeah, no, that's the stuff that's pissing me off with Apple too. Because now that I got
I'm
stuck with Thunderbolt,
Yeah.
and I've been trying to get cases to get a high-speed external hard drive, and the freaking case, no drive in it. A Thunderbolt 4 case starts at $250 freaking bucks.
What do you mean?
What do you empty freaking case?
Look, I have this one. I have this hard drive here.
Yeah, is that Thunderbolt 4? No.
I don't freaking know. It's USB.
Yeah, no. Thunderbolt 4, which is the latest, greatest, and what this thing runs. That's the problem. Is you got two USB and you got two Thunderbolt 4 ports. And to do the Thunderbolt 4 is hundreds of dollars. Now, the cool thing is I can just run USB 3.2 or whatever. The newest one. It won't run 3.0. It'll run 3.2 or 3.3 or whatever.
Yeah.
You could plug it into the same port. It's just a USB-C plug.
Well,
if you want the Thunderbolt, it's hundreds of dollars for a case. Not even a drive in it. Just the case and the cable.
What
the
do you
cable
put,
are like $50.
You stick like an SSD or an SSD drive in there in the case? Is that
That's
what it is?
what I want to do. I got two of them right here.
Two what?
SSDs. I have my original. This is actually an SSD. It's a hybrid.
Yeah,
it's a 500 gigabyte spinny and a 500 gigabyte SSD. It's both.
Yeah, it's called the Fusion
and then
drive.
I have this, which is tiny, but this is just a little SSD from a few years ago. It's old. It's not brand new. I mean, it's brand new to me, but I got it for $20.
Yeah.
It's a 2014 model or something. Actually, what year was it made? Should say on here somewhere. Made in China. No, really? I didn't know that.
Llama, what did you do?
January 13th, 2014. So
what did you do with your old Mac Mini?
It's right there.
What are you gonna do with it?
I haven't decided yet.
You're gonna be like every other.
It's not really mine.
Yeah.
You gotta remember that's actually Brian Vine's.
I have to show you my closet, Llama. I've saved every Apple thing since the dawn of time.
This is the hard drive out of it. That's where this came from. This is the hard drive. He gave it to me. I put this hard drive in it.
So you're trying to get like a terabyte hard drive SSD into a case so you can interact with the computer.
Yeah, I just use it for my backup. Right now I have two. I have this, which is an external hard drive. It's got a CD slot. I never put a CD into it.
Oh, is that made for Mac?
Huh? Yeah.
That's made for a Mac?
Yep. You can't get them anymore because it's old.
Yeah.
And then I got one down here.
Yeah.
Which is, that's actually the same thing as this, is just without the slots.
Llama, do you use the Airport Extreme?
But these are freaking USB 2.
Yeah. You can buy, yeah, and that's the other thing is like I got the new iPhone and I tried to hook it into my Tesla, and my Tesla's got USB, the normal this, right? This type.
Yeah, USB 2.
So I bought an adapter from USB-C to, because these chargers, these type of the MagSafe chargers. Oops, that almost was bad. I bought an adapter, but they don't work. You have to buy Apple licensed ones because they have a chip in them. So the adapters I bought will not work with the MagSafe in my Tesla for whatever reason.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
so you got an iPhone you got one of the new iPhones, right?
Yeah, and so it uses USB-C. This is a MagSafe charger, right?
Mine all still use the old Lightning cable.
Yeah, well, this is a MagSafe charger that I bought two of these when launch came out because I thought, oh, cool, I'll use those all the time in my car. But the problem is I can't get them to work in my car because my car is USB-C Type A, right? I don't know. What's the normal one? A? Type A?
Yeah, A is your regular everyday one. B is the little square one like you always see going into printers.
Right.
And C actually came out because people got tired of bitching about you stick it in and you flip it over and you stick it in and you flip it over and you stick it in. You got to do it 8 times to get it to line up. And that was the original purpose of C. The side advantage of C is the design now transports more voltage, amperage, or whatever. I don't know.
I bought these because I wanted to use them in my car. I was going to make a little adapter. There's Dan. I was going to make hey Dan. I was going to make a little adapter for my car, but yeah, it will not read. This will not get power from my Tesla. It refuses.
Yeah, no, but what does that got for a cable? That's got a C cable, right? You're trying to adapt that C, you just locked up.
Yeah. Just
Like,
me and you.
locked up.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's trying to adapt from the C cable
Yes.
to the A cable, and you can't adapt from C to A. You can adapt from A to C, but the C draws way too much power. It draws like three times the amperage of the A, and those chargers won't work on an A. They have to be C.
Apparently, there is an Apple-approved one that will do it. It's not the cord; there's a chip in the adapter that is preventing it. It's stupid, man. Still so dumb.
Yeah.
I agree. There is some. Again, I don't buy Apple because of their hardware. I buy it for the OS.
Like this MagSafe is great, but I'll tell you what, I'm playing Russian roulette with this phone, but it does not hold on. It does not hold on. I can like that.
It's not really supposed to, though, is it? It's just
it is.
It's supposed to be able to handle quite a bit.
Llama, they sell a wallet that attaches to the back of your phone, right? A MagSafe wallet. That freaking thing doesn't stay. The wind blows wrong and it falls off. But look, watch. I just barely breathe on it.
Yeah, but that could be your case. What phone is that?
Huh?
Which model phone is that?
Pro Max 12.
So it's brand new. So you've got Ethan's.
So I made this. This has got magnets in it, and I was going to put this behind my screen. This is like the prototype, and it was going to let me try to get this. But it basically snaps like that, like a stop sign. Because I was going to have it go behind the screen and then pull up when I use it, right? But when I realized that how poor this is at holding on to the phone, it's like it's pointless because you hit a bump, the phone's going to fall off, you know?
Yeah. Do you have Ethan's little scanning software for that thing?
I do.
I wanted to try that.
What phone do you have?
I have an 8 and a 5. This is a 5. And the only reason I still got this is because I don't even remember who. I think Red Light gave me this. This is a Florida.
Yeah. I was a beta tester for Ethan's app, and
it looks really interesting.
In fact, just fun fact, I'm the official supplier of the screen mounts or the mirror adapters for it. So,
how very nice for you. Do you feel important?
You know, I'm
just picking on you.
I kind of do. If you look in the app in the App Store, I'm linked in there under the app. So it's for people that see that app and go, "Oh, I want to do that." Oh my God, I got a 3D print something. No, you don't. You can go to my Etsy store and pay $30 and get a mirror adapter.
Nice.
For $30. For $30, I'm charging Apple pricing, baby.
What the hell? I don't even know what the mirror or adapter does.
So
be right back, guys.
Because the screen, the reason it works, Llama, is because this has a Face ID.
Yeah.
So, that confused me. Why does he have a llama for his?
He did that making fun of me one day, and it just never went away.
I see the resemblance, but so the Face ID. So I have
we all did it. Work Hockey did it.
But if you have a Face ID, you got to have the mirror adapter facing, you know. So if you want to scan something in front of you, you have to have a mirror adapter reflecting the Face ID forward.
Oh, I get you.
I mean, you can
either have to hold your phone like this, or you have to have the mirror adapter so you can see what the hell you're doing, and the Face ID reflect. I got you.
Watch, I'll show you
up at the top of it, up here in the top bar.
Yeah,
where the actual IR sensor is.
Check this out. This is a scan of a guy I did at work.
You don't look happy.
He wasn't, because I made him sit there. Oh shit, where'd it go?
I don't know, but that looks pretty cool. It's hard to tell on the little itty bitty square screen. There's Dan.
Yeah, I had to step away for a minute. The wife was leaving, had to go say bye.
But check this out. This is a guy at work.
Yeah. That's is that the
yeah, it's Ethan or Marcus.
Ethan's?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome.
It is
the
awesome.
only reason That is like the only reason I want an iPhone right now is for that feature.
Yeah.
Because Android doesn't have anything like that right now. I mean,
they-
we've got stuff that uses the
actually
camera, but it's
But don't
not.
they have facial recognition though, right?
Yeah.
I wonder
Android
why
has
they
facial
actually
recognition, but I want that. I just like that mapping that Apple has built in, where it can actually, it can actually map depth on a face or something. So I kind of like that, and it's the only reason why I want an iPhone is just for that. I wouldn't even use it every day. It would just be take it out, scan something, put it away. So for me, it would just be a glorified scanner.
Right.
Yeah. So for the what is it, $1,200-$1,300 for that iPhone plus another $150 for the charger because it doesn't come with a charger anymore.
Yeah.
Well, my last phone they gave me, I couldn't believe they gave me $800 for my phone trade-in. So this phone only cost me $400 when it's all said and done. So not too bad.
That's not bad. Even though when you think about it, it's $400 freaking for a freaking phone.
But Llama, check this out. So my kids' phones had iPhone XRs, right? 10Rs, and they're old, right? They're three years old at this point. They gave me $700 trade in on those phones. $700 on those phones.
Nice.
I just got the 8 last year.
Dan, your filament rack looks dope, dude.
It does look good.
I
like the way he did the hanger for the freaking laser. I think that's cool.
I did.
It's so stupidly simple, and yet it's a great idea.
It was one of those things where it was like I was looking at the laser and I'm like, shit, if I just measure, I measure the gap of the rubber foot and then, I get my 20/20 extrusion, I can just set it on the wall. It was a simple little clip.
You got to upload those clips. I mean,
you know what you ought to do?
That's what I'm probably going to do is take a picture, get them up. It's a real simple clip, but I'll take a picture of what it is, and if anybody else is interested, they'll be out there because
there is a lot of people that have.
Dan, right now, there's a contest going on Prusa printers for organization stuff, right?
I know. That's what I was thinking. Is I'll take a picture and I'll upload it on Prusa printers. Who knows? Maybe I'll win something. Maybe the community will rally and I can win something.
There probably ain't a lot of things to hang your laser on the wall. That's for sure.
No.
Yeah.
And honestly,
I kind of wish I had that for my printer.
In the title, people are going to look for it.
I want to hang this on the ceiling, Dan. That.
So you're saying you need me to fabricate some kind of a mount to hold that to the ceiling for you?
How cool would that be to have your printer hanging from the ceiling like that? That'd be awesome.
Well, I was sitting there, and it's like after I did that, I started thinking, I'm like, what about making brackets to hold this thing to the wall when I'm done? I can just mount the hypercube to the wall, and just as long as it's mounted to a structure or sitting on something, it'll be fine. I could probably get crazy and suspend it with bungee cords in the middle and see how how the movement does as it's suspended. That'd be kind of interesting to try too.
They call that a shelf.
No, I'm not talking about shelf. I'm talking about actually making brackets to clamp the frame to the wall.
Yeah.
The app, there he is.
I just want to call you Ethan because you put your name Ethan, even though I know it's Marcus.
Mm-hmm.
Because you always go Ethan's dad.
Tell you what, while we're sitting here, I'll go to Prusa printers and I'll upload those clamps.
I asked him last time how the rest of his kids feel. Because everything he has is Ethan's dad.
How many kids do you have?
My kids would be upset with me.
Marcus, how many kids you got?
Just 2. I have 2 boys. Ethan's the younger one.
He's got one that's his favorite and one that's not. That's all.
Maybe a little bit older of a teenager, so he's like once. I don't know. He's in his own world.
I gotta go grab something. I'll be back in like 2 seconds.
No, you cannot go. It's not allowed. All right, let's trash this channel. What can we do? Anyway, so your scanner app looks pretty awesome, dude. All I need now is for someone to give me a real fancy phone I can use it on. Right, Dan? I think we should hit up Moses and see if he'll start giving away iPhones.
That would be a great thing if he would give away, an Apple device that has the ability to use the app, and then also because like right now, you guys are you guys giving away the app at the moment, or is there you're doing promotional codes and there's a price on the app?
So the app is It's free to download and free to scan, but as soon as you want to export anything, that's where you pay a one-time purchase.
Okay, so basically every export you pay for every export you pay a purchase fee. Is that what it is?
Well, one time, but every type of export. So
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. So like I scan my face and then I want to export that. I pay once a fee, and then if I export it however many times because I paid the first fee, I could technically export it infinitely.
Well, not just your face, anything else you scan.
Oh, okay. So it's a
one-time fee to open up exporting.
That's okay. That's what I was going to say then. Okay, so yeah, it's app is free. Download it. Do all the scans you want, but you still have to pay a one-time fee to use the export feature. Got it.
Like when you take this, you get a bunch of options.
Yeah, you select how you want to export.
And it's like it's like $20 to. I mean, you could. There's a lot of people that have a lot of interest in having a bus done like that.
Yeah.
You know? The only difference is like this superimposes the color over it, and it doesn't look the same when you 3D print it, obviously.
You lose some of the texture mapping. That's just color mapping. It's not actual texture.
But this is probably as good, this is better than anything I've tried so far.
Have you tried printing one of those yet?
No. Marcus did though. Marcus printed his son.
I saw his 2 kids. I was just wondering, like, if you export that, send it to me. I'll slice the bottom off and make it all flat.
It's easy to do.
Make it a Pez. Make it a Pez dispenser head.
I could do that too. Make it a Pez.
Yeah, turn Ethan into a Pez dispenser head.
So the model that I included is the exact same one I printed.
This one?
That's your son, right?
Yep. So you get a free Ethan when you download the app.
Oh, that's Ethan.
Because I wanted you to have like something to start with. Before you even scan, to have something to play around with.
This is what a scan of a 3D print looks like. That's Jesus.
Is that the buddy Jesus?
Yeah. It didn't take. I couldn't. Well, and truthfully, I didn't really. Marcus had to walk me through it because I didn't know that. At first, I thought that you move the model around, not the camera. But apparently, you move the camera around the model. So
you can do both. But
it's harder that way, though, right? The other way.
If you put the thing on a turntable or turnstile or lazy scissors or whatever, you just have to go real slow.
Right.
But you can do it.
So that's the accessory I need to design so I can make money off of this on you guys. So if you have your backs is just design a little 3D printable turntable and charge $1 a piece for people to print it.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a bad idea, Marcus. We should do that.
I think there's like 8 or 10 of them out there already, dude.
Yeah.
People
that would be a good idea. And if you could hold the camera still and have the model move slowly or the camera move slowly, would be awesome.
Put somebody in a
people usually put a photogram or whatever they call it.
What would be cool, Llama, is to build like a big like a 15-15 or a 20 the V slot roller and make like a big ring, like bend it. Like, how they can roll it through those rollers and make a circle?
Why? When you put the phone in a clip and you have a rotisserie and it just goes round and round.
Because it's better if the camera moves around the object than the object moves.
Doesn't matter.
Huh?
Shouldn't matter.
I guess not.
You did. I scanned a few small things by putting them on the lazy Susan. It works fine, but you have to get different vertical angles so you can see under the chins and stuff. So I think if you just put on a regular tripod that has like a crank arm that you can raise it and lower it, you could be raising it and lowering it as it spins.
Right. But it would be cool to have like a camera slide that if you had a big circle and the camera slide would go around and you could move the axis up and down, it would be.
Let's just have a big slide because they're cool.
Make something, Llama.
Actually, instead of a slide, you could just make somebody's made it. He's got a little truck that the wheels are just cantered.
Yeah.
Push it goes around in a circle.
Mm-hmm.
What would be perfect
though?
It was 3D Maker.
Like did it.
Well, 3D Maker made one too. Remember?
The wheels are canted, so you push it and it literally goes around in a circle.
That's a 3D Maker Noob made that. It was a camera slide that moved in a circle like that around.
Yeah, I think it was him.
Yeah.
Yep. Makes and breaks or whatever he is now.
Dude, his channel, when he first changed, I thought it was stupid, but I gotta tell you, I like his channel better now than I did before.
Yeah, but that's just the content.
Yeah, he's making some cool stuff though.
He should have almost just left his name alone. I get why he did, but
yeah. Well, let's put it this way: I missed the rebranding video, and I literally had no idea who the hell he was. I lost track of his channel completely, actually.
Yeah.
But people that the rebranding thing, I don't get because.
Well, I get it because he's getting away from the 3D printing. It's not just 3D printing.
But that doesn't. Yeah.
It's just like if I were to start doing CNC, I wouldn't bother getting rid of 3D printing llama.
Are we talking about Viking?
I would just leave it.
No, we're talking about
makes and breaks.
Makes and breaks. 3D printing noob.
Because Viking changed his name too, which
yeah.
But I get
Marcus picking on poor Viking. Poor guy's hanging out in the chat. And Marcus just starts picking on him.
There was other 3D printing Vikings, so.
Yeah, we wanted to make sure it wasn't, because Ethan's just a maker. He does everything making, even cooking, which I consider making as well. And, it's not just 3D printing. So we made sure at the beginning that we had a name for his channel that was just making.
Right.
Yeah.
You know how my name, I used to be on an app called IPTT. It was like a push to talk app. And I downloaded it one night and I thought, oh, this will be cool. I can push to talk with my wife, like a CB on my cell phone. Yeah. And it turned into this whole thing that I got totally obsessed with for 5 years in the early 2000s. And there was a whole channel of just Americans on there, the channel that I started. But anyways, when I signed up for that account, it said either put in a name or we'll assign you a name, and it assigned me the name The Lightspeed. So that's why I've had that name forever. But eventually the app went away. And funny, there's a guy, a pretty big guy actually on YouTube that used to be on that with me, or on Twitter. That's a pretty big maker now. He does movie props, but him too. The channel would assign you. What is that?
Shit out of me.
Scared the shit out of me. Oh, what's up? But yeah, I got like obsessed with that app for years, and then I got divorced and I stopped using it. So what are you working on today, Danny?
Just gonna upload that to Prusa. Why not? I mean, it's.
Did you make the spool rack too, or no?
No, that was actually somebody else's. Otherwise, I would have thought about putting that up there too. But no, those are somebody else's. I just grabbed them and I had to print out a couple more. You can see there's a white one right there now, and there's a white one right here. So those two, I printed them last night because I am realizing giving a 2-foot gap between each bracket, having the weight of the filament, and they're only a poplar dowel rod. It's not like it's a hardwood dowel rod. So it wanted to bow a little bit. And I was like, yeah, I don't want to come in here one day and find that the dowel rods have given out. So about every foot I put one in now, and it works. So
I don't know about you, but I see Marcus's, and he keeps his filament in a box, and that's what I do too. Like I have very little filament that's not in a bag.
Yeah.
Because it being out of the bag just triggers me bad.
Yeah. Oh no, trust me, I get it. Like I'm just thankful that I've got a couple of those little humidity sensor, like the little yeah. I got a couple of those floating around that tell me how dry it is in here. And it's usually at about 10 to 15% right now because it's winter and this is technically outside. It's not like I'm in my house, so there's not a lot going on. So it's pretty dry in here. It's about 15% humidity. So
let me show you something.
Okay.
Let me show you something that's disgusting. Now, keep in mind, probably about twice a week, I take all my models down and I wipe underneath because of dust. Like we have crazy dust here, but this is 2 days of dust.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
because you're in the
Gotta love-
desert. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I love the desert.
That's 2 days of dust, guys. It's crazy.
Yep.
And I cannot get in front of it. Like I can't fix it. I started buying HEPA filters for my AC and my ventilation in the house. Doesn't do anything. And this place is really bad, this room, because it's always so hot in here. Like it's probably like 80 degrees in here right now. So I always have the AC and the fans going, and it just makes the dust problem even worse.
With the dowel rods, you can keep your round spools. That's fine. But I just have bookshelves, and so the boxes, they stack way better. They don't roll off the shelves.
Right.
Yeah. Well, like I said, with those behind me, they're spaced out just far enough. The bottom of the roll sits down, so it doesn't sit flat.
Yeah.
So it keeps it from rolling. And if I put boxes up there too, it's not like I can't set the boxes across the 2 dowel rods. They'll be spaced out far enough. As a matter of fact, you can see there's a alien box right there full of samples just sitting on the shelf, and it's not gonna fall off of there. It sits up there just fine. So it does work for square objects as well as round. So you can put a square peg on a round hole, and it's fine.
And you could still bag those and keep them on up there.
Oh yeah. I mean,
if you wanted to.
If it gets to the point where humidity is getting high, I actually was looking at getting that kit that I know that Lightspeed. I know you got one. I was looking at getting one of those. That way I could start putting the bags on them and start, resealing them basically. And I've got tons of them.
I just use gallon Ziploc bags and keep the desiccant. And here's what I do. If I order a spool and it doesn't fit in the gallon bag, I don't order that brand anymore.
Yeah.
It works. I was going to say, I know that there's a lot of them that I get that I looked at the gallon bags and I tried to slide them in there, and it was like, no, it's not going to work. So
yeah, it's rare they don't fit.
My problem with I've been 3D printing for 3 years, and I started saving every filament bag from the very beginning, and my closet is almost completely full of filament bags. And my ex-girlfriend that lived here, she used to tell me, like, I'm going to throw those away. I'm like, no, don't throw them away. I need them. I'll need them for filament. But when I saw these, it kind of like, I can finally get rid of them. I finally threw them all away. But I'll show you how this works, man. It's pretty cool. And it only takes a few seconds, actually.
Yeah.
But you get your vibrator out. It doubles as a vibrator, Dan. So you'll like that. It's funny, though, because for like the first while, I was trying to use this thing because I thought it had a battery in it. It doesn't have a battery in it.
Yeah. You have to plug it in.
Yeah, but here, we'll move this over. Whoop. Okay. Let's see. So you put it on the little hole, and you hear that pop. There she goes. It's actually pretty quiet now that I think about it.
Yeah, I was going to say, it doesn't seem like it's too bad.
So if you check back in a month, will that still be sealed?
Yeah, so I have one from 2 weeks ago right here. Or not 2 weeks ago. Oh, maybe it was 2 weeks ago. So all my Atomic came in bags that were...
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's tight.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
So my brother bought me a case for $18 for this thing to try.
Well, your brother might do everything. You want to buy me something?
Do you know what I do?
No.
For my brothers? Take care of my mother? If you knew my mother, you would understand.
Listen, my mom was the same.
So they send you things. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, you take care of mom.
They make sure that I'm here because otherwise they're stuck with her. And they do not want to be stuck with my mother.
So what kind of iPad do you have, Mom? Is it old? Does it not have Face ID? I assume.
My iPad is old. Actually, my iPad isn't. It's only like a year old, but it's the basic cheapo model.
Oh, okay.
$30 one. And my iPhone is an 8 or a 5.
Mama, does your iPad have a button?
Yeah, it's got a home button. The new one still has a home button.
There is a Pro
$300 iPad still has a home button.
There is some Pro model that does have the Face ID.
Yeah,
that's what I was curious.
The mini I think the Mini uses Face ID too.
Oh, okay.
But the cheapo 300 and I think it's like 320, you could still get it. This exact same model is still sold.
Yeah, I have tons of those.
Still got the home button on it.
Check that out, Marcus. Look at that.
Yeah.
You know what works better than that? My big old box with the freaking
The what?
the big old box. I don't have to vacuum seal it. I got them all in a box. I open up the box, the filament comes out, and I don't have to worry about the vacuum sealing.
I mean, it's collapsing. It's collapsing. It's collapsing.
It is cool though.
My office is tiny. I don't have room for boxes though. Seriously, I got to bag my spool, box and bag my spool.
I always save the boxes and the bags. But I know that I have this. I think
is that thing actually bowing the spool in?
it is.
Yeah.
And look at this.
Yeah,
Look at this
whole thing.
little thing.
Yeah. Well, you know what that thing is? It's just one of those food frickin' vacuum bag things we used to use back in the 70s.
It is, but I can't believe how good it works. Like that was what 30 seconds maybe of use.
Yeah.
I mean, look
Yeah.
at this.
Nice.
I mean, imagine if the one of the nice things about this, like for the Atomic stuff, and no knocking on Atomic. I love Atomic, but it seems like every time I get one of his spools, the bag's always loose. And and it's carbon fiber. This is that blue carbon fiber stuff. But
yeah, good for you. Frick.
What? Oh, you can buy it too. It's on their website.
Yep.
Sure. Oh, wait. Let me ask my wallet. Oh, my wallet just laughed at me.
I'll buy you a spool. You want a spool?
No. Actually, Sergio already bought me a spool.
Of the blue stuff?
No, the red one.
Well, you
The
got to
red-
try the blue stuff now. You got the red, you got to get the blue.
I haven't even used. Actually, I didn't I printed something in the red? What the hell did I literally just did it the other day. Now I can't even remember what it was or where I put it. Just
Where did
plain notes, more or less just so I knew what settings to use and crap.
Where did I get Llama's address? Where did you send me your address at? Was it in Twitter?
I don't know. Back
Don't
when
worry,
you sent,
Lightspeed. I'll get it to you. Give me a second.
when you
Well, the
sent me
internet
the
has
copy,
She's
yeah,
going to be all humble and not give it to you. Give me a minute. I'll get
No,
it.
he's got it. I mean, I'll send it to you again. That's not a problem. But it was on Twitter in private message. That's how you sent me the quadcopter.
Yeah. I don't see the. Oh, there it is. There it is.
I think the internet has it because he was showing the map, the Google map or something, the one day.
No, I've never shown Google Map. Actually, I think I have. All you gotta do is go to Justin's little flying one, and you'll have.
Yeah,
it.
that's the one. That's the one.
He was flying over my house with his little artificial airplane.
Well, your address. You got a weird looking address.
And
Why do you put the first house on the drive? What does that mean?
because
Is
it's
that
it's a shared driveway.
That's for the mailman?
Yeah. It's for anyone if they deliver. Like it's actually the mail doesn't matter because they use the box. It's for UPS and all of those. If it's a new driver, it's weird because I'm the first house on the drive, but I'm the point one because they're wrapped around mine.
If you could have any filament right now, is that what you'd get?
Oh, I don't know, dude. Don't waste money on that right now.
The blue carbon fiber stuff?
Yeah, he would. He's lying to you when he says don't waste money on that. Yes, he would. I'm calling him out.
If
I'll tell
it
you what.
freaking shows up at my door, you better believe I'm going to use it. But that's the problem. I have a hard time with those. Like he bought me the black cherry, and it's sitting there, and he keeps going. If you use it, I'm like, no. It's like, why not? It's like I kind of find that special thing to use it for.
I know. By the way, I still have a black cherry too, and the problem. I didn't really like the black cherry when I printed with it. I didn't like the end result color. Now this blue stuff is next
I
level.
like the end result color. I printed a little trinkety thing, and I don't even remember what it was. I think it was I know what it was. It was a Marv Cocky. I printed out of it just to get settings and stuff. I don't know what the hell I did with it.
What else, Mama? Have you tried?
See, I've got all the I got a bunch of the polyalchemy I bought years ago, literally. and I still have half of them because it's one of those needs that special print for it.
Have you tried?
The other problem with the polyalchemies is where they're half rolls or 2/3 rolls or whatever they are. You're always worried you're gonna run out right at the end.
Listen, I'm worried Atomic's going out of business, man.
Why would Atomic go out of business? They're like,
well, I talk to him all the time, and everything's fine, right? But he's been out of so many different colors for so long. It's like it's starting to feel a little bit like 3D Maker Geeks a little bit. You know what I mean?
well, the difference is if he's out of it, he tells you he's out of it, doesn't let you order it.
That's true, but it's like he has some of the best colors in PLA, and he's been out forever, like forever. Like since way before Thanksgiving, even Black Friday, no Black Friday. You know, I don't know what's going on with him. I'm gonna send you a 3.5 kilo roll of gray Pet G. It's on sale.
That's so funny because that's one color I was looking for today that I do not have. I have no gray.
It's
I don't really print that much Pet G. I print mostly PLAs.
He has a. It's called an Impact. It's called a gray opaque. It's a good product.
Because I was actually, who's got? You don't have a multi-unit, do you?
Yeah, I do.
Do you?
For MMU.
You want to test the print for me if I send it to you?
What? Oh no, it's not hooked up. I got the rep box and I got it. It's in the closet. I just don't. You know what? It's such a waste, man.
Yeah, exactly. I have zero interest in it, but a lot of people ask for this file in in MMU style. So, but I got to freaking test it. I don't have an MMU. I think I did it right when I exported it out, all the different colors, but I don't know. I got no way to test it.
I'm trying to find. Let's see, 3.5 kilograms of carbon fiber extreme filament. $180. He's out of a bunch of stuff.
If you were, I could see Zolan showing up and telling you to get 100 samples and have them sent to me.
Yeah, he wants to do that.
That could happen.
All right, Llama. So we got a roll of that. What else? You don't like that G, huh, Llama?
I just don't have a use for it, and it's harder to print nicely.
Well, Atomic makes the best. I want to try that. He has this nuclear nylon on here, the carbon fiber nuclear nylon. I'd like to try that.
Yeah, see, I couldn't even imagine doing that because it's way too freaking humid here.
Yeah. They got blue. They got marble. But their color selections are down pretty low. They got dark cherry PLA.
Hey, do they have polycarbonate? They do, don't they? Don't they have a modified polycarbonate?
I don't think so. This is my favorite color.
They do, because that's what Zach was using before I conned him into the Snow Labs.
This stuff, this golden diamond, blood diamond, this one right here. But again, he's out of it like forever.
Yeah, I got the gold that I'm not big on gold. I got the gold filamentum that Josh sent me for the Halloween giveaway, I think it was.
What about translucent neon green reactive?
Oh boy,
that looks like alien, like an alien.
Ooze, yeah, I've got some of that already, both in TPU and PLA.
I told Josh the other day. Remember when Shane did the 24-hour stream? He was supposed to send. I won a spool of PETG alien ooze, but I never got it.
Oh yeah, that's weird because he sent me all my shit right away.
Yeah, I didn't bug him about it. I feel like I don't know how he stays in business doing what he's doing, honestly.
He really doesn't. He's not making any money. He makes his money on his real job. He does that as a, not that he doesn't make money, but He's not.
Why would you torture yourself? You know what I mean? Like,
he likes it. It keeps
For
him
love of the
busy.
community.
Yeah, it keeps him busy, dude. I mean, he's making money. Don't get me wrong, but he's not. It's not life sustain. You know, he couldn't support himself on it. I highly doubt it.
you can't be making that much money on like those alien boxes, or those alien boxes are good for what they are. You know what I mean?
Exactly. He probably makes a couple of bucks a pop on them.
By the way, me and Josh are a lot like you and I, actually.
Oh, Josh is worse than I am.
No,
Way worse than I am. He's way more democratic than I am. Dude, I am really in the middle. You just think I am because I hate Trump. I don't hate the Republican Party. I hate the Republican Party because of Trump.
Hey, we're not going to politics here, bud. Listen, Viking was on here, and Viking actually interrupted us and said, guys,
I'm leaving.
He goes, I'm leaving. And he hung up on us.
We were going back and forth. See, again, though, that's what I love about, like, me and you could disagree, and 5 minutes later, we're, like, talking about 3D printing and get over it.
That's true. And by the way, I'm like that with Josh, too. You know, I text with Josh once in a while. Josh is a good dude.
Oh, Josh is so much beyond me.
Well, he's got, by the way, it's all circumstantial, right? Like, he's got reasons.
Yeah, I know.
You know? So, like we all do, I guess. But
yeah, we all, you know, everybody bases on their life experiences. That's for sure.
Right. Not like we're going to talk about it, but you know, I'm going to talk about it, and you know, we don't have to, you know, agree on things. And here's the thing: my political beliefs aren't my identity.
Yeah,
it's not like if you attack my political beliefs, I feel attacked myself. You know, because it's not all tied up. Yeah,
and that's the way it should be. You know, technically, I guess, but it doesn't feel that way because it does feel like a personal attack. You know, it feels like when people start like not talking about your politics, but they start calling you brainwashed and things like that. That's
because you are brainwashed.
See what I mean?
Calling you brainwashed is not calling you an idiot. There's a difference. You've just been brainwashed. You just don't know any better.
Marcus is on my
side. Crap.
Hey, don't be an asshole. I'm sending you an order right now. So,
there's things I could use way more than a roll of filament, to be honest with you.
Well, don't discount it, right? That's like when
I appreciate it, but
you buy your girlfriend flowers and she goes, "Oh, yeah, that's nice."
I would rather have
it's like, yeah, it's like, oh, you got me flowers. We could have paid a bill with that money. You know?
Yeah. Why'd you waste our money on that? God, your address is the worst.
Why is it the worst? It's just a normal address with first house on the drive added.
It's just
first drive on the house.
First drive on the house. Yep.
Yeah, first drive on the house.
It freaks everyone out because their address is before ours, even though the house is after, because their property wraps around ours. We're landlocked now.
0637.
Because the property used to be all ours. We sold them that property.
I put in the company Llama International LLC.
International House of Llamas.
Did you ever see my monkey hammer?
No.
You never seen the monkey band hammer?
No.
No.
Matt, Lightspeed buying friends again. That's what Mr. Matt from Jake from State Farm had to say.
Matt, fuck off. Matt, fuck off. How's that? It's nice being on my own channel. Hey, fuck off, Matt. Talk about another lefty hippy dippy. There's Matt.
Matt's not a hippie.
Oh yeah, he is.
No way in hell.
He's right there with you, Llama. Trust me.
Oh no, he absolutely hates his governor. That's what got him booted off of Twitter.
I actually don't know. He's part of the large and growing club of people that started to build a boron and then stopped halfway through.
You know, who was I talking with the other night? I don't know. Somebody was talking about the Vorons, and they were like, the Vorons are the largest group of never finished printers ever. It's like, I don't know. Somebody was talking about it, and they were like,
they are.
I know like a dozen people that started a Voron and never finished it.
He goes, you got me there. And last time I saw his Voron, the wiring was in, the belts were in. So at this point,
he had a beautiful print sitting on it that was printed on Zender.
At this point, I'm starting to believe that he's just he's trying to read the manual, figure out how to use it.
Come on, Matt, jump in here.
Yeah, Matt, jump in here, Matt. What are you doing? You're not doing nothing. It's Sunday. You ain't got no job. Come on in.
He's got a job.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, he works.
Interesting. A Democrat with a job. I didn't know that.
Again, I don't think he's Democrat. I think he's more like me, where he's neither really.
Yeah. I know he's like an idea.
I think he leans more Republican.
Maybe, but he's
I'm not sure.
He's a solar engineer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is interesting to me.
I haven't worked on it since Llama ripped on me last year.
All right. Llama International LLC. It says there might be USPS delays in your area.
Yeah, there is USPS delays in our area.
All right.
Because Connecticut's got a hold on anything coming into the state for 30 days or 3 days or whatever it is. Anything mailed to the state gets held for 3 days at the hub.
What?
Because of the whole COVID BS.
What do you guys think I should list that clip under on Prusa? Do you think it would be more of a, let's see, it would be more of a household item? And if so, really your options would be like office, other household equipment? Or do you think it'd be more under
Get about the Prusa
and maker?
Their glasses are totally useless.
The what? What did you say? Why?
I don't know, dude. I wouldn't even put it household. I would almost put it under 3D printer.
Well, 3D printer isn't an option, but under that I do have under hobby and makers, there's like other ideas, organizers, mechanical parts. It's not mechanical.
Other ideas.
Yeah, printer mods.
Organizers.
I don't see anything with printer mods, but that could be, up at the top, you've got like 3D printers and upgrades, but it's not a 3D printer, it's a laser. So
no, I know, but
that's why I was like,
that's one thing I don't like about it. And if you go searching for an item and there's no class for it that there should be, I mean, Thingiverse has like 100 different classifications to search through. Not that I like Thingiverse, because I am anti-Thingiverse now. I will not upload anything to Thingiverse ever again.
I hope somebody. I wish Prusa or somebody would. I wish they would sell it off or hand it off to somebody, because it's like an archive of everything 3D printing since the beginning, right?
I wish MakerBot would just let it go and give it to someone private.
That's what I said. Like give it to Prusa or give it to somebody.
Well, they're never going to give it to Prusa. They're competition. Not that they direct competition, because one's more hobby and one's more.
But imagine if they integrated it, right? Like that would be good. All right, Llama. Somehow it charged me twice. I don't know why.
All right, 2 rolls.
You bought him 2 rolls. Way to go! You hit that reload button in the middle of your purchase, and it made 2. So
I sent you a roll of Starry Night Translucent Purple. Have you ever had that?
Nope.
That's a good one. Gunmetal Gray.
It's got specs in it too, right?
Yeah. Gunmetal Gray PET G. And then the blue carbon fiber. I have a feeling when he runs out of that blue carbon fiber, he's going to be out for a while. But I think the blue carbon fiber is pretty awesome stuff. I haven't printed with
It does
it.
look. I really like the look. I was watching. I don't know. Actually, weren't you printing with it?
Dan was.
What?
No,
Somebody was showing pictures of it recently.
Dan, you have the blue carbon fiber, right?
Yeah.
That's where I saw it. Truthfully, I
it's-
didn't even know it was out until I saw it on Dan's screen.
Oh, right there.
Right there,
It's right there above my finger. That's the blue carbon fiber right there. Next to that is the cherry red, and then next to that is the black. So I've got one roll of each, and I've got a lot of the blue. The blue is going to get used to make probably going to make the Voron parts for it when I do the switch wire, which it's not a true switch wire. So it's going to be a Ender 3 conversion that is out there. So I'm going to take one of the Ender 3s and convert it to a switch wire since I have two. Might as well play with one of them, right?
So you're going to do the Corex. The Corex Z
Yeah, do the Corex Z on an Ender 3.
So somebody has the files for that out there already?
Yeah, there's a GitHub out there with a bunch of them. Give me a second. I can drop the link if you're interested.
What does it cost?
Right now, the parts are just you print your parts, and then you can reuse pretty much everything from the Ender, like motors and all that. It's just going to be the matter of getting the gate, the gates belts.
a couple of pulleys and the extra motor.
Yeah, a couple pulleys and some other stuff. There is a recommendation in there to switch to a different motor for the X and Z. Yeah, a couple pulleys and some other stuff. But yeah, there's a couple motors that they recommend. But
you got a point there, Matt. I'm going to have to go with your last statement, but only by a little bit.
Oh, I don't think you're. Come on, Matt. I don't think so. Let's be honest. Anybody with an Ender, I don't know.
give me just a minute here. I'm currently typing up the printing instructions on how to print.
You can't tell me you don't have time away from that to get your Voron finished.
It's funny though, Jake or Matt. That's kind of the same problem I have too. To tell you the truth.
Sidetracked.
Yeah.
Putty whipped.
Well,
nothing wrong with that, man.
Like I was telling you earlier, or Viking earlier, I'm dating this Mexican gal. She's freaking awesome, man. She doesn't speak a lot of English though, so that's the challenge. But we speak the love language, and so it's pretty good. But yeah, she's only been here for 10 months from Mexico. And it's kind of interesting, Llama, because I don't understand why it's so hard. When you see what she did to come here, it's like she applied for a visa, got approved for a visa, and then walked across the border crossing and came to the United States. I don't know why it's so difficult.
The visa and the citizenship are two different things.
True, but her visa is good for 3 years, right?
Yeah. Most of the guys that were illegal that worked for me, semi-illegal, all had work visas originally. They just ran out and they didn't leave.
That's probably true. And she could do that too. But she has a work visa and I think it's a travel visa. But
travel visa is only 6 months.
Her family has
3 years is the work visa.
Her family has like a lot of assets in Mexico, and apparently in Mexico you have to show that you're well rooted in Mexico before they give it to you, because they're worried that you're going to come here and stay. So they basically verify that you have something to come back to.
Yeah.
So,
which that's the thing. Here's the thing: all the people don't get it. When the Mexicans come here, most of them don't want to stay unless they're escaping something there, which we all know there's bad crap going on in Mexico, just like there's bad crap here.
Well, most of them want to come here.
It's worse in some areas there.
It's hard to make a living there, man. Like,
yeah. Can I interrupt for a second to ask a 3D printing related question?
Go for it.
Sure.
I'm just curious, what do you guys think? Should I be like a really nice guy and just make it a Creative Commons public domain? Anybody can do what they want? Or should I be that guy who makes it a Creative Commons attribution non-commercial and make it so that people can't. Like, what do you guys think? Should I be a nice guy?
I always do the non-commercial. Do whatever the hell you want with it. If you're gonna make money off of it, you have to let me know first and get my permission. If you're gonna make money off of your item, they need to either give you some or give you give.
Well, that's why I'm saying, should I be nice since this is the first file I'm putting on Prusa printer? Should I just be nice and say, here you go, I don't care? Or
No.
I mean, that's what I'm wondering. I just wanted to get
always make them give you attributions to profit. Otherwise, they can do whatever the hell they want.
So Llama's saying that I should at least make people contact me before they try to make money. Lightspeed, what's your take? Should I also?
I always put mine on there, non-commercial.
Yep.
Like non-commercial, no derivatives, non-commercial share alike, or just non-commercial?
No, just non-commercial, because I don't care if they want to make derivatives of it, but it depends on what it is. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really. Yeah. I only
like
have
a simple clip that you can't really change much on without. I mean, it is what it is.
They can make it 40-20 instead of 20-20.
Yeah.
Yeah. True. I mean, it's yeah.
Put it this way, I don't know if you guys ever seen my LMU grease packer that I put out like 10 years ago on Thingiverse.
The thing that goes on the tube? Yeah. You made that?
Yeah. There's like 20 derivatives of it now.
I have one of those right now.
Yeah. I was the original one that designed that.
The thing you can stick it in the bearing and then you screw the cap on it?
Yep.
You made that?
Yes, I did.
I did not know that.
What I do is, if I don't plan on selling it, I just give it. I don't care. People try to put it on Etsy and print it out.
Yeah. Well, I put it in there. Now I guess the next thing I have to do is hit the add to collection and then hit the organization tools one for the contest. And then now all I have to do is let it ride. And it's now entered in the contest. So people go look for it.
When I see the stuff that people
post, load that shit up and download it. Even if you don't need it, go download it.
When I see people putting the stuff on those Prusa printer contests, I'm so jealous, man. The stuff that people
glitched.
The stuff that people think of is like amazing, man. Post a link, Dan. I'll download it.
The way I figure, especially for mechanical things, is not everyone has a 3D printer.
Yeah.
Nope.
And people aren't going to print them and give them away for free because it costs money to do that. So let them sell them. If you really want the object out there, people use it.
It's there. And I can always change that later too. It's not a big deal. But there you go. The clip is out there. I shared the link in the private chat, so you guys can go look at it.
I've had a couple of mechanical models that people have actually written me and said, hey, somebody wants this, I'm going to charge them to print it, and I'm like, sure, as long as you're not trying to charge them $20 for it. I don't care if you charge them a couple $5, $10 for your time.
Let me go to the contest page.
But I don't want them just putting it on eBay.
I'm right there at the top of the list. Go to prusaprinters.org and go to the contest. It's the first one on the list. I got nothing. So if anybody wants to go heart it and then star it.
I just downloaded it. I'm your first download.
Yes. You got the download before I did, but that's because I already have the files. But I should probably go download it because that helps look at the numbers.
Why is it in the private chat?
Actually, it doesn't. If you download your own, it doesn't show.
Wait, what was that, Marcus?
Why private chat? Why don't you put it in public chat? So
because I don't know if Lightspeed has me listed as a.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, okay. Well, then let me go to the actual stream. Then I don't have it open. Give me a second.
I'll do it. I got it.
You are.
That's fine.
I already did it.
Thank you, sir.
Dan. Not that anybody's in here.
Yeah. Well, to anybody who is watching that might want to help out, get a guy. If anybody wants to help out, just go give it a like, give it a share, spread it around.
Dan, it's a real minory thing, but the one thing you should do is rotate that picture of the actual bear hanger on the wall because it's sideways.
Yeah, I know.
And
I
people-
can attempt to
I
adjust
can't
it.
tell you how many people I've gotten write me going, "That's backwards." I'm alive. I gotta go deal with Brian.
Let me see if it'll let me edit that. I don't know that it will, but I'll try.
All right, Dan.
Yeah, I got to go tweet that out real quick. I did.
I'm
just
doing
do
it.
that.
I'm doing it right now.
Well,
Dan,
I'm gonna do it too.
llama.
Yeah. I've got like 8 other things I'm trying to do at the same time that are actually more important.
Dad.
I got to get Brian because I got to do a thingy with Brian Vines that I need to do. I just sent him the link to this. I hope you don't care.
Hey, let's talk. Hey, let's. I'm curious, Viking or Llama. What do you think about? What's your take on the?
No.
What's your take on the Wham Bam mutant? Yeah. See, this is where we get along.
I like Wham Bam. I like the stuff they do. I like everything they did before because, yeah, it was a little more expensive than other competition, but they were always a little bit higher quality. And that is just the freaking opposite from everything I've seen.
Well,
they got a cheap piece of junk for twice the price of anybody else.
Mama, you remember when Wham Bam first started? I mean, they were really the first one on the scene with flex plate kits, right? Like,
yeah, for all built into one kit. Yeah,
they were really the first one like that came out with a kit for all kinds of printers, and they charge so much for them, right? And whatever, I have a ton of Wham Bam stuff, but
was
now it's like in the world that we're in now, where literally everybody's got their own flex plate system and it's just as good. His pricing is outrageous.
It should have come down.
And his mutant, like I went to go buy. Well, actually, his textured plate is not that bad compared to other people, but $60. Holy shit, that's a lot.
Yeah, when you can get the ones from
China.
No, not even from China. The Railcore, the Voron guys that are doing the Voron build. It's like $35 for the one for the 300 millimeter cube.
Well, you can get the filament one, right? You can get. I'm curious on the Wham Bam one because I hear a lot of people say that it's pretty good. The texture's different.
Yeah, they're all different. It depends on who sprays it.
But his regular and the PEX, I did not have good luck with the PEX.
I didn't either.
Like
I almost never. I have it. I still have it around here somewhere. My problem with the PEX and why I actually like the TH3D build surface, easy matte, it's polycarbonate, I guess. Just the temperature. You have to kick it up to like 70, 80 degrees to do the same thing that I can do at 30 or 40 degrees.
I've never tried.
What's the advantage?
I've never tried one of those things before, but I've heard they stick like crazy.
Yeah, the TH3D ones are awesome.
I mean, it's basically build tack, right?
No, build tack is different. It's the same concept. Build tack is more of a rubbery finish. This is extreme. It's polycarbonate. It's modified polycarbonate. Build tack is still a polycarbonate base, but it's way more rubbery, kind of soft.
Vines.
Yeah, I just sent him a link. I told you I sent him the link. What's up, Brian?
I don't know. What's up?
Brian Vines is on my side.
I don't know. What's up? That is the least enthusiastic thing I've ever heard come out of your mouth. Ever.
What?
Like, whatever.
Hey,
Are
Llama,
you sick or something?
I'm tired.
Llama, let's ask the what we were just talking about. Brian, what do you think of the mutant?
I like it.
He's got him. He did
You
video.
Got one.
He was part of
You
the
liked
beta.
it you liked it like past tense or like currently?
No, currently. I mean, I got him on a printer right over here.
I was going to say,
For it.
honest opinion of the mutant myself, as a guy who doesn't have one, sees it. I see where it has a use. I currently just don't have a use. I don't have a machine that I swap out, hot ends. I don't do anything like that with right now. So for me, it has no purpose. But I do see where people who do have multiple hot ends for multiple materials and maybe have one machine that they use for that, I can see where something like that would be useful. So I see a use for it. I just don't see a use for it myself.
I love the idea, but
I do too.
the thing I didn't like is the little kickback on it, the little piece that goes over the back, because like I know he adapted it to a Prusa, but you have to do a bunch of other things. You basically have to rebuild the whole X gantry to make it work on a Prusa, which in my opinion defeats the purpose.
That's true of any modification.
Yeah, I almost think that they did the retrofit on the Prusa just to say they could do it.
Yeah, that's right.
But I mean,
when I
delve, you're not liking there.
When I delve further into it, yeah, that's cool. What is that?
Huh? I was just asking if it was that notch that you said you didn't like.
Yeah, well, because like in the Prusa, the frame's going to basically hit right on the top of it. So they redesigned the X gantry end pieces to kick out. Or they're wider. Okay. So that it has enough room to clear it. It's just like it's a pretty big ordeal to put it on there, I think. But
yeah. It's dead easy to do it on an ender or something.
Right. Yeah, I don't have an ender, but I guess if I did, I might think about it. But and then I started thinking, like, what am I going to change tool heads for? Really, I don't know.
Mostly, I just see it where I did like I've got a 1 millimeter nozzle on this one.
Yeah.
And I love printing with a 1 millimeter nozzle.
I do.
Facebook prints with a 1 millimeter. These things, these are solid.
Yeah.
See,
is it watertight also, Brian?
Huh? I could see it being useful.
Watertight also?
Wait, what was the question?
Is it watertight also?
I haven't tested.
I bet you.
I'm sure it is because all my
Mr. Vines, that sounds like a video.
I mean, I got an awesome little pattern on the bottom of it because this filament was, it's this rainbow filament or whatever, right? And it's silk. But depending on which direction it was going, left or right, it left a stripe in a different color.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's cool. This is watertight, and it's just a 0.6 nozzle. Anything above a 0.6 nozzle, if you do it right, just slightly over extrude it, and it'll be watertight.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, it's that Viking
dude. You gotta get Mr. Vines on.
Oh, you suck, Steve. Your politics suck, Steve. Let's see if we can drive Viking away again.
No.
He bolted the minute we started arguing.
Not a minute. I waited at least 15 minutes.
Yeah. Viking actually spoke up very loudly, and he interrupted us, and he said, "Guys, I'm gonna leave."
Yeah, I had stuff to do as well, though.
Yeah,
Brian,
run away.
Brian, have you got one of these yet, Brian? The airlock system?
No.
These are good, man. These are from the Polyalchemy guys.
No, I saw your video on that where you got like what, a dozen of those bags or whatever.
Yeah, dude, they are great, man. Especially where you're at, where it's humid. I can only imagine. I mean, I don't really have a humidity problem. I have a dust problem here. But
I've got my little Sunlu filament dryer over there. I've got a spool of PETG in it right now.
Do you like those? You like the Sunlu dryer?
Yeah.
They seem
you can print out of it. You can either feed it out of like the kind of the top front corner. You can feed it out of there, or you can feed it out the front, and you can use it.
How much are they? They're like $30 or something, or
I want to say they're like 50.
Really?
They're like 50 or 60 on Amazon or whatever.
I saw on Kickstarter there's one that's a dual roll one that you can do too. But that's a Kickstarter thing, right? The Sunlu one.
The Sunlu they sent that one to me. I guess middle of 2020 or something, and so I used it and did a video on it, and then I couldn't figure out why it was consistently out of stock on their site, and they're like, "Hey, we're doing a Kickstarter." It's like,
yeah. Brian, they're $79 on Amazon right now. $79.
Are they?
Yes.
Wasn't that the one that the people that bought it outright got it before their Kickstarters at first? And
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I bought it on
People had it for like 2 months before I got my Kickstarter unit.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's where a lot of YouTubers that were putting out content on it were a little unhappy at the fact that the general public had it in their hands before they could get their units and get reviews out there for people to see. So it really hindered video.
Or there was a lot of people that did reviews.
I haven't actually opened up my Kickstarter one yet. Someone commented on my video about it and said that they bought one on Amazon a couple of weeks ago, and there were a couple of changes that had been made to it, design wise. So like the screen's brighter, and the lining on it on the inside is a little different. It's like a black insulation instead of a silver. So I guess I need to open up my Kickstarter one and see what it looks like.
You see this one? Look, I don't know if this must be an old one, huh? Last November 20th. But I would like to have something like this where there's two,
Yeah.
I would only want it for Pet G probably, but
that's the only reason that's one of the reasons.
There's the top left is the one that I got
because it's moist.
That's the Sunlu one.
So now they have it. I think it just goes to an Amazon site.
Yeah, it may go directly to their site because they sell it directly on their site as well.
Yeah, and it's actually cheaper on Amazon, ain't it?
I don't know where it's at. Oh, where we got here? Shopping. I want to get one. I don't want to pay $79 for it. $69 on their website. Good Lord. That's a lot, right, Brian? Would you pay that for it?
No. When it was like 49 or 59 or whatever the intro price was supposed to be on it, it was a good deal for that.
49's doable, I guess.
Because
really, like, you need a couple of them, I think, is the problem.
I think there was there was another one that looked very similar to it. Chris Warkaki had a couple of them, and they kind of burned up on them. I forget which one it was. And they were like in like the $79 range or something.
The eSun Firebox. I mean, eSun Firebox.
The eSun Firebox.
Yeah, it would be the same one that is currently sitting right back over there. And
is that the name of it? The Firebox? Is that the name of it?
It very well could be. I know mine's gotten hot a few times, but it's never been like warping plastic hot.
Is that what Warkaki named it? The Firebox?
Yeah.
No, actually, I think I named it that because he was sitting there talking about it, and I said, "So is that like a firebox then?" And he kind of chuckled. And since then, I've been just calling it eSun Firebox. I said I'll never get a sponsorship from eSun if I keep that shit up.
You ever see that thing after he ran it overnight?
Yeah, the whole bottom part, the plate on the bottom was just completely
round. The plastic was bubbling out around the heater and crap.
Yeah, the Sunlu one hasn't done that to me, and I've run it overnight numerous times. So.
There's been quite a few times, like I said.
Does it have a timer on it, Brian, or no? Where like it shuts off after a certain amount of time, or no?
Yeah, the default runtime is 6 hours. I sometimes set it for 12 and let it run overnight. I'll start it at 9 at night, and then it'll be done in the morning. That way, it's not sitting powered off. And because basically, my theory on the way that one works, it doesn't have a fan, it doesn't have a vent or anything like that. My theory on the way it works is it's heating up both the air around the filament, and it's also heating up the filament. Yeah. So the moisture in the filament is ending up being taken up by the air that's in the box.
Right.
And when the thing powers down, everything cools down, and my suspicion is that the filament will start taking that moisture back up. I don't think it'll take it back up as quickly as it's letting it out, but it'll start taking it back up. So I like to let it run until I let it run like overnight, and then I'll take it out while the unit's still on. And there's not a way to turn the unit off from the control panel, so you just have to pull the plug and plug it back in.
Right.
It doesn't have an off button.
I
guess I could hold the buttons down and get into the editing menu where I can set the runtime and set it below what it's already done, and then it'll turn itself off. But it's faster just to unplug the the power adapter and plug it back in.
Look at this guy. These are some. It's funny the stuff you see on Kickstarter that you would never dream of. I mean, this actually isn't that old, but I mean, this is a food dehydrator.
Yeah, that's just a fancy food dehydrator. But
I have that exact food dehydrator. I bought it on Amazon, and I attached it to like a 30-gallon plastic tub, and I just had it blowing the hot air into the tub, and then I cut some vent holes in the far side of the tub so that the air would flow through.
Are these the guys that made the thing that Country 3D dissected, or no? These guys?
No, that was an inline heater. All it would do is like heat the filament up a few degrees as it passed through.
Yeah.
I like this. I like this idea. The little containers.
What? We can't see that. You got the one window lock.
Oh, do I?
Yeah. You're not sharing your whole screen. You're only sharing one window at a time.
Oh,
so the window stays up. That's what we see.
I
you
see.
can share your whole screen if you want to flip into windows.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Good.
Hey Brian.
Hello.
Hello. Dan. What?
These are like the little Tupperware containers.
Yeah.
So I have a $30 food dehydrator from Aldi's. I'm pretty
sure that one that's got this.
Look at the price on that
enlargement pump.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's insane.
But this is a pro one, guys. So
yeah.
Okay. This is a great price.
Oh, so if I add the word pro to it, I can add $50.
Well, you get a this one's refurbished, and you can make your beef jerky in it too.
Exactly.
You can dry your filament and make beef jerky at the same time. What better way than doing it?
Not only that, when you go to print with that filament, it'll smell like jerky.
That's what I was going to say. What better way to tell your man you love him than to print him something that smells like the beef jerky that you made him as well?
There you go.
That right there is that's the marketing right there. Just what better way to say I love you than to 3D print him something that smells like the beef jerky you gave him? Make a box with the beef jerky in that smells like the beef jerky.
Teriyaki beef jerky, even better.
There you go. Well, there you go. That's what I'm saying. Like the filament smells like the beef jerky that was in the box that you made on the printer with the filament that was dried in the same thing that the jerky was made in. Boom.
Do you like Slim Jim? Do you want your printer to smell like Slim Jims?
It looks like you're using automation tools. Oh, what? Come on. What is this?
Press and hold to verify your.
I haven't seen one of those yet.
I haven't seen any either.
It's all because I typed in filament jerky smell.
That's kind of jerky.
It wants to know
if verify your human if you type that in.
Jerky scented, jerky scented filament.
What is this? Look at this, guys. What is this thing?
Oh, that one's neat.
What is it?
Who was talking about that?
It's got two arms and it holds the hot end and it kind of moves around like this to print.
Yeah, it's basically like a double Scara.
So it looks like a small child holding a marker coloring for the first time.
Oh, dude, that is cool.
It's neat. It's like $300 though.
Really? That doesn't seem too bad. You're never gonna get it, but it doesn't seem too bad.
Only for the US.
I think I'm gonna buy this.
There you go.
Don't make sure you take the screen before you put your credit card info in. Otherwise, we're all gonna have brand new Pruses on Steven tonight.
Yeah. I only have a $900 credit limit, so
well, that's fine. We'll all get ourselves a couple of mini knockoffs. All right.
What about this one? What about this one? This one makes rubber. Oh no, it prints rubber. Okay, never mind. My bad. They make shoes.
Oh yeah, it's like the most elastic material. Yeah.
What is that?
That thing is actually a pretty nice printer. As just as a general printer, it's well thought out.
Who did a review? Somebody did a review of this, right?
Yeah,
it looks like a CR6.
It does.
Yeah, but it's.
I said that to you.
But
it's kind of got a weird hot end on it.
I still need to take my CR6 SE out of the box.
Bowden tube.
Mm-hmm.
What is this? I mean, is it just a flexible printer? Is that? Oh,
Yeah, it's just a fancy direct drive filament. It's basically Ender 3 with micro switch hot end.
Oh, they did not.
What?
Is that for real? You gotta play that.
I looked up and boy, is it interesting what I see.
Hit play.
So you got more interested.
Something about this just. Oh, what better way to advertise your product than to let everybody know just how soft the material is.
Drive Ender.
Hey guys, I'll be right back. I'm just kidding.
Got to show everyone how soft the material is, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, watch. He's gonna order that right now just because of that ad right there.
And it takes a break just before squeezing the breast too.
You know what they're saying. You know what they're saying. They're saying you can make your own sex toys. That's what they're saying.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
That is exactly what they are saying.
Dude,
Why are they saying that?
Some people, Brian, sometimes get lonely, and I assume a lot of 3D printer people get lonely, and yeah.
So when a person really loves a 3D printer,
Really?
It's only 659 HK, whatever that is. $86. Is that right? 86. This is about $86. I don't know. But,
No, it's more than that.
I don't know.
and then what's this piece of garbage here? Oh, this is like a Prusa thing, right?
Yeah, it's a multicolored piece of crap.
But does it make sex toys? Probably not.
No,
A multicolor.
but it makes idiots. It looks like.
The hell?
Holy crap.
Yeah.
What the hell?
The same thing I was thinking as well. Looks so silly.
It's time to go multi.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it's just a.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
Knockoff unit.
I'm glad somebody's making something like this because that is kind of cool looking.
Yeah, it is.
it looks like a 3-cylinder engine.
I was just gonna say that.
Is that all it does? Is 3 colors though?
Yeah.
No more. I can add more to it.
How much is this? $11, $19, $300.
Yeah, for basically an MMU that'll bolt onto an Ultimaker.
Well, according to Prusa, you can take Prusa's MMU and adapt it to any Marlin-based board, right?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Marlin,
Most people have tried it said it isn't worth it.
frickin' Tronxy, man. $2 million. Oh, I see. Okay, so 258,000. Yeah.
Out of
They only had a pledge goal of $5,000.
That was
How do you guys feel? How do you guys feel about Tronxy?
I've never used one.
I think some of the Codex Wise are interesting as a base for a good printer, but not as stock.
The only one I've ever seen is the one Chris Riley had.
Another Ender knockoff.
Yeah, and I'm personally so tired of belt slingers, so I won't buy anymore.
Yep, me too.
I don't get like why this needs to be this is the stuff that kind of ruins the Kickstarter thing. At least the sex toy one is trying to do something different.
Exactly. And also the 5 box.
What else is on here? Wow. Oh, these are old ones, huh? Remember, you can find these guys on you can find one of these on eBay. These are I almost bought one of these. I think they're pretty cool looking.
That's just
I saw those at
fun
like a
printer,
Joanne's
but,
fabric shop or something.
Yeah, I think it'd be fun to have one of these, don't you? I mean, they're kind of they'd be fun to watch.
But I probably wouldn't pay the price. The Snapmaker is a decent printer and CNC.
Yeah.
It's expensive though.
Like I wouldn't mind having one just because it's a different motion system and it's interesting to look at.
Like this one, Sculpto?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the Sculpto. And for the same reason, I might want that whatever that other one was. It's got the 2 arms that hangs onto the hot end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That does
one.
look like an
I'm not.
interesting idea, that thing. But I
Little
just
kid
don't.
with a marker. That's what they should have named it. Little kids
Guys.
coloring.
Hey, check this out. Plybot is alongside Brook Drum.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, he. I
It
think
seems
he tweeted about
serious.
it the other day. So
I
that's
would
how
be
I got to
curious.
see it. I saw it a few days ago.
That was the thing he was designing just as he closed shop originally.
Oh, it is? This
Yeah.
is?
Yep.
I think it's pretty neat.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Because he was hinting that thing at Earth the first year. He didn't really show it, but he was hinting it along with the belt printer.
I mean,
They
what
get
is
a belt printer at Earth?
what's the most? What is this like a SCARA motion system then? Or?
Yeah, it's a dual SCARA working together, basically.
I've never seen anybody make a SCARA work in print.
They work. They just
Not the best
Not-
quality.
not
Well,
quality. And
I've
they
seen-
only work in
That
donut.
should be more stable since it's a dual, though. But still
Yeah.
not as stable as what we like.
I'll buy one. I'll buy
SCARA
one.
is too wobbly.
I'll buy one if you buy one, Brian.
Let me think about it.
Let me get
I
it.
do think it's a cool concept, but
Yeah, it's interesting.
for one, it's overpriced for what you're getting, except for it is a new concept. And if you don't mind spending the money for a new concept and helping the company start, great.
Oh,
It's too cheap
Yeah.
for what it is for a startup. I don't think they're going to be able to produce them for $300. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah, that is really cheap. Big
Yeah.
Tree Tech. You see
They
that?
are using a bunch of off-the-shelf hardware, though.
Yeah. But
You
the
know,
thing that
the
scares me
board
about
is off the shelf. A lot of their pivots and stuff are just standard bearings. Really, the only thing they're making is the arm.
Well, the
Even
sheet metal-
raising motion is the same as like any of the basic, Ender 5s or Ender 6s bed support. They're
that's
just putting an arm on there instead of the bed.
all this sheet metal stuff. That's what Brook Drum's good at, right? I mean, that's just like all his printers were like that.
Yep.
And what's the benefit of this style of printer?
It's just a cool new thing. There's no benefit.
What's the benefit of any of these printers?
What's the benefit of a
fun.
switch wire? There is
we
no
know what
benefit.
the benefit of the rubber one is. It's good. I can't believe that's on Kickstarter. To be completely honest with you, that's pretty amazing.
Why didn't they just name that particular printer the 3D Ildo printer?
Honestly, 'cause how much time do they got left? 42 days. So I don't think that's going to make it.
You don't think so?
No.
They need
They're
to up the
just
marketing.
halfway, and they only have a month left.
Nobody knows
Llama?
about it.
Llama, why don't you tweet it out, man? You have the power of the internet at your disposal. Help them. Maybe they'll send you
I
a
do
display
that.
unit or
How do
a
I have the
review
power of the
unit
internet? Nobody's
afterwards.
stupid enough to follow me, but you bunch of morons.
Check this out.
Just lost half of my followings, and everyone's going, "Fuck him."
It
Everybody's
reminds
like,
me a little
all
bit
right,
of
you
an
call us
Delta
morons.
printer
Bye.
with the arm.
You guys follow Llama?
Yeah, we still do.
No, they don't follow me. I just keep harassing them, so they have to. Like,
Oh,
answer.
okay.
They're just nice, so they answer, even though.
I've lost so many followers just talking to Llama in the last couple days.
You probably have. I think I
You know
have
what's
too.
funny is I lost about, like, when we first started going back and forth a couple days ago, I lost like 5 or 6, but then I get them right back. I get other ones back, so it ain't so bad.
I don't even know what I have on Twitter anymore. I don't usually pay attention.
All right, Joel, I got a video I need to edit for tomorrow. So
Oh, you can take
Oh
off?
yeah, we were actually supposed to do something, huh?
yeah, get with me later. I guess I'll measure those whatever it is you need me to measure on that printer.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
editing while I was on stream. I just posted the video to Twitter.
Is it something you can bring into the video area real easy? We can do it right now. It won't take but a couple minutes.
I'd have to drag this up into the attic where I've got the stock Ender 3 Pro or the stock Ender 3 V2. So
All right. I'll I could probably just send you a little thing and you could send me back the measurements.
yeah, I'll do that.
All right. I'll
Right.
draw it tonight or tomorrow.
Brian, thanks
Brian.
for coming.
Bye, everyone. Have a good day.
Thanks,
Goodbye.
man. Later.
Later, Mr. Vines.
Well, Brian's a cool dude.
Yeah, Brian.
Oh yeah.
I do like that name for a company. Now I want to start 3D Ildo.
So what?
3D I
3D
want to
what?
start a company named 3D Ildo.
Oh yeah, 3D
Just saying,
deal.
it seems like a great name. I don't know. I don't know if title dictates product line, but I'm sure we could figure
Dictates?
something out.
Hey, be careful. China will actually do it. You know, and they won't get the meaning of it. 3D 3D Ildo.
3D Ildo is going to become like the next Chinese 3D printing company, and they're not going to know why everybody in the U.S. is laughing at them.
No, dude.
Not
They would,
you know. I'm not trying to start a war now. I'm just saying.
Listen,
like,
I lived in Washington for most of my life, and they have tons of Asian community there, and there are so many Chinese restaurants. It's called like Jim Cum Sum or something. And, like people go there, or like Hung Dong Long. Like that's a real place. Like Hung Dong Long in Shoreline, Washington, but right next to Joel. That's a real place, and it's like they don't get it. People go in there and they're laughing and they don't get it. Like, why do you call this place Hung Dong Long? He's like, that's my name. My name's Hung Dong Long.
Oh, sorry.
Hung Wong Chung.
I used to sell to a lot of Asian people that were new to the country, and most of them, they pick a new name when they get here.
Yeah.
And I dealt with this one guy. He was a Thai guy, and when he picked it, he's from Thailand, and his sister. I said, "How did you get your name?" And he goes, "Oh, my sister picked it for me." And he didn't speak any English, but she picked Kitty, like the cat, like a kitty cat.
Mm.
He's a man. And so for 5 years, he didn't know what Kitty meant. He thought it was a common American name. And so it turns out his sister was just fucking with him.
I worked with
That's awesome.
I worked with a Vietnamese guy. His spelling of his name was Phuc, and it was spelled just like that. I mean, pronounced just like that.
Yep.
What you're thinking.
Fook.
His name is Fook, but change the emphasis on the U.
My coffee cup is empty.
Zachary, what are you working
Mama,
on?
my coffee cup has runneth dry.
What?
Need to get more coffee.
Damn it. When Brian was on here, I should have got my Brian Vines cup out. I have 001 of the Brian Vines coffee cup series.
Nice.
Yeah, he needs to come out with something new that every time he does, one of them can be like the #1 holder.
Well, he needs to take Brian Vines needs to take his sense of humor and put it into a lot of his clothing stuff, because he's funnier than hell, man. The dad joke master.
King of that joke.
Definitely.
Put his dad jokes to marketing use.
Yeah.
Marketing it.
The other thing is,
Easily he could.
oh yeah. Well, I bought that mug, and I didn't realize. I guess I'm the only one that's ever bought a mug from his store. But
No, there's a few others I've seen around.
well, he told me I was 001. So
Awesome.
Well, you were the first one, that's all.
yeah, I wanted him to sign it, but it turns out it comes from China too. So, but yeah,
He does Teespring, doesn't he?
yeah, he does.
Yeah, so the mug comes from China, but then they're printed here.
I would show you my Teespring store, Llama, but I don't want to trigger you.
Yeah, I know. It's mega crap.
I have a shirt that has a silhouette of a Trump, and it says "Orange Man Rad" on it.
Change it to Orange Man's Got AIDS.
Orange Man Rad.
Fat crook.
Have they sold any?
Half the country.
I sold 2, I think. But Teespring is like a cesspool of everybody's good and bad ideas. So it's I don't know.
Yeah.
But
I
would
have
love
my
to come up
t-shirt.
with some clever T-shirts that sold millions of T-shirts or something. That'd be so cool. But it's they have Teespring. You just type in your last name, and they have 1 million shirts.
Yeah,
they tailor all the shirts to you, you know. But
I have a Teespring thing. I've sold a few out of it.
you were pushing them for a while, weren't you?
Yeah, didn't really go anywhere. I
Yeah.
sold a couple of dozen here and there, and
The reality is they're just. I mean, it's cool that you can do it, but they're super expensive. It's
really not. They're actually pretty
It's
nice
shipping.
T-shirts.
The shipping kills you, man.
Yes, the shipping does kill you.
The shirts that I bought 3D Printing General has one of the best shirts I think for 3D printing on there, and that's the evolution of the Benchy. I think that's a great shirt. I have one of those. But I got Athletic Fit by accident, and I don't know if you can tell or not, but that doesn't really work very well. I look like a cocktail weenie.
And
So
it's even worse because they're true cotton shirts, so they shrink. Because I got extra large, and it's too short on me now.
yeah, well, mine looks like it's skin tight, and then now after I washed it, it's like a half shirt. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but
so when you give to your girlfriend,
right, my girlfriend goes, "What's a?" She's from Mexico. She goes, "What's a Benchy?" She don't even know.
No, I know, but that wasn't the point. But anyway,
I know what you mean, but yeah. So I bought one of those, and I bought a few other shirts off there, but the shipping's like $12 for a shirt.
It gets insane.
Yeah,
they're supposedly changing that because they have 2 U.S. stores instead of just the one. They actually have a European store because I gave one away, and who the hell won it? No, I can't even think of his name. But they were talking about when I first did my Teespring, they were talking about opening the European store. I didn't realize it wasn't open yet. He won the T-shirt, which someone else paid for. You know, somebody donated some money and said, "Here, I don't want the T-shirt, but give it away to someone else."
Yeah.
I said, "All right, I'll pay the shipping on it." Well, the shipping was like $30 because it went to England. I was like, "Oh well."
Hey,
any money? I made $4 to spend 30.
I want to show you something that this is what I think of every time when I see Marcus. Marcus, I don't know if anybody's ever told you this before, but I'm going to tell you. Does anybody ever tell you look like this guy?
Yes.
I was waiting
all the time. He does.
Yeah, David Grohl. Yeah, all the time.
Like your little avatar,
Marcus,
just like this.
What Marcus isn't telling any of us is that secretly he is David Grohl. He just wants to live a normal life and enjoy himself in the 3D printing community, so he takes on this persona of Marcus, and he just lives this way. And then when we see Marcus for a while, it's usually because, again, he's usually out with fighters on tour, and then when they get done touring, he comes home, and then all of a sudden he pops back up. So
he looks like
sorry, Marcus, I have
give away a secret.
The secret is out.
He looks like a younger version of Dave Grohl.
So we're probably about the same age, but I'm not sure. But I went to a charity banquet one time, and somebody told me I look like Dave Grohl, and I told her, I said, "Well, do I really look like Dave Grohl, or is it just a celebrity I look most alike?" And she said, "No, I know David. You look like him."
Yeah, you do look like him. And your little avatar for YouTube looks exactly like him.
Cool.
I'm
sure it doesn't hurt. Yeah, it doesn't hurt.
Doesn't that? I mean, tell me that doesn't look like him.
Yep.
That picture looks more like Dave Grohl than like you. I don't know how to get rid of that now.
It actually does, now that you say that.
I mean, look at that. That's crazy, right? Is that, how old is this picture?
Gosh, probably 5 years old.
You didn't have long hair in that picture?
No, nope.
Not that long.
Shaggy.
So you grew that in 5 years? That's impressive. So Zach, what are you working on, man?
Cleaning some things out, getting some more room on the 8 square meters.
I don't know how you do that, man. My girlfriend didn't like that I had a room. I have a room in my house that I use, and she didn't like that. I can only imagine in the living room.
Oh yeah, that is when you don't have so much room spare. So.
What's your long term plan? Are you gonna try to find a new place or what?
No, maybe we are going to create some extra space, maybe on the attic or some other little spare room. That is a little bit. That is just 1 square meter more.
Yeah.
We
Oh,
got some.
you have
Square meter is a square meter, man. It's more space plus privacy.
Do you have an attic that you don't use?
Yeah, but we have a very steep roof, so I don't have much space there. So only storage at this moment.
Yeah. Where do you live at again?
The Netherlands.
Netherlands.
Yeah.
Interesting. What's the weather like there? Is it cold there right now?
It did snow yesterday. It's cold, but not freezing. So the snow is almost gone. Today, yes, sunshine.
Yeah. It was pouring. I was telling Llama earlier. It was like pouring rain. Did you see Jessica Kirsch's video, Zach?
No, I was.
She made a video. She was crying because it was raining here, right? Because it literally has not rained here in over a year, at least over a year.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, maybe a little bit here or there, but like the last 3 days, I mean, it's the most rain I've ever seen. Like it floods everything. So like my backyard will get 6 inches of rain standing, and it's overflown into the pool. You know,
Because
the ground here is like clay, and it just doesn't absorb the water. So basically, when it rains here, you get water up to the door of your car, basically.
Wow.
Yeah.
No.
In the summertime, we get monsoons, which are like, just complete downpours, basically, in the summertime. But
we had the one time in the summer that really poured a lot of rains. It was an unexpected rainfall. It was this high.
yeah. What is it? What is the summertime like there? Is it warm there?
Oh
Does it get
yeah,
hot?
it's early April, May.
Yeah.
We have temperatures of 25 degrees, 30 degrees Celsius.
I got to convert that. I don't know what that means.
I'm sorry.
25 C to Fahrenheit. Let's see. Oh, that's 77. That's a cold day here. So like in the wintertime, Arizona is like every day it gets up to about 70 degrees every day. So about that same 25 C daily. But in the summertime, it will get up to, let me do the conversion here. What is 115 in Celsius? What is that? 46.
Wow, that's hot.
49 actually is the hottest I've ever seen it here. The day I moved here, I drove a U-Haul down, and my girlfriend drove a truck behind me, and we had all of our kids, my 2 kids and her daughter, and they had never been to Arizona, and so we drove for 28 hours straight, and we got to Phoenix at 11 o'clock at night on June 26th, 2016, and we got out of we went to stay at a hotel in downtown Phoenix, so we parked the U-Haul, get out of the U-Haul, and my kids started crying. And I go, "Why are you crying?" They go, "Dad, it is so hot." And this is 11 o'clock at night. It was 108 degrees at 11 o'clock at night.
Wow.
Well, whatever that is, I got to convert it, but whatever 108 is. So at midnight, basically, it was 42 degrees C.
How much?
42.
Oh. Normally in the summer when it is really hot, it's around 36 degrees Celsius.
Oh, that's hot, right? That's like what, 90 something? 36. Let me see. 36. Yeah, that's actually really hot.
For the Netherlands is quite warm.
Yeah, that's like almost 100 degrees here. But when it gets hot here, like July and August are brutal. they're in 49 degrees C probably on a daily basis, and then in September it starts cooling off a little bit, probably like to, I don't know, 45 maybe, C, something like that. But yeah, it's not fun, man. But the winters here are amazing because it's like 70 degrees every day and sunny usually. So
not too cold.
It's what?
Not too cold.
No,
It's
so
nice.
like what it'll do here is it'll get down to like 1 Celsius, I think is what it is. Let me see. Yeah, so it'll get down to like 1 Celsius to 5 Celsius, and then it'll be 60, 70 throughout the day. And I love that. It's like perfect weather. But yeah, the summers here are just brutal, man. But Jessica made a video because it was pouring rain, and she was so excited that it was raining, she started crying. But she's an interesting gal, huh?
My brother lives in Tonopah. I don't know if you know where that's at. That's where the Palo Verde nuclear power plant is.
Yeah, I know where Palo Verde is. Yeah,
and he moved out there because he had the worst hay fever forever, and he really loved when he first moved out there. And things weren't green, but in the last couple of years, because of the climate change, like there is a lot more green than it used to be. I mean, it used to just be barren.
Something Tonopah is famous for: the Clown Motel.
The what?
The Clown Motel.
Clown.
Tonopah. Look up Clown Motel Tonopah. You'll see.
I think is that on Route 66?
I don't know. I had a buddy of mine that lived in Tonopah for the longest time, and he always talked about how his wife worked at the Clown Motel as a housekeeper.
Oh, I've been here, actually. We drove through here on the way to New Mexico. I didn't... this is on a reservation in Nevada.
I don't know. I just know that there's a motel. The whole thing is clowns, and it's in Tonopah.
Yeah. Tonopah. Let's see. Here we go. There it is.
Oh my gosh.
You like that, Zach?
It's
so
like,
there's some really cool stuff.
I
here.
mean,
Like
if you know somebody who's afraid of clowns, this is how you get back at them. If they did something to you, this is how you get back at them. You stay there for a night.
One thing I've never done was drive down Route 66.
Oh, Flintstones, Arizona. Have you ever seen this? So this is
Rock City.
This is the actual.
Oh, yeah.
This is an actual town in Arizona, and you can go there right now, and you can walk through all the. It's basically abandoned now. They don't have any. All these things are there, but nobody's taking care of them.
Mm-hmm.
But it's pretty cool. We also have. Let's see what else. Casa Grande Dome. These are another pretty famous place. You guys ever seen these before?
Nope.
These are a famous supernatural haunted place, and I've been here before. I've been here several times with my kids. But these were buildings that were built by balloons, so they inflated balloons and then they poured foam over it and concrete. And they were supposed to be what do you call it?
Low-income housing.
They were going to be semiconductor manufacturing place in the 70s, and the person that was doing it died or something, so they never finished them. But yeah, Arizona's got a bunch of goofy stuff like that.
Every state has goofy stuff like that. You just got to find it.
Yeah, Arizona's got a lot of ghost towns and stuff. Like going to what was it? I forget the big one. There's the Tombstone is a big one here, but Tombstone's like walking on a movie set. It's all fake, you know.
Yeah.
But,
Really?
where do you live at, Marcus? I don't even know. Are you in California?
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
Yep.
Wow, I did not know that. What's the weather like there? Is it cold there too?
Our weather's not bad. It's not like Michigan's not that far away, but Cincinnati's on the south side of Ohio. Like we're on the right across the river is Kentucky and Indiana.
Oh, really?
So the weather's not bad. The weather, yeah, compared to how it gets up in Michigan where I used to live. Yeah.
What do you do for what's your normal job when you're not making apps? Are you like in IT or something?
I want to make apps for other people. Yeah. So.
Do you?
Yep. I'm a native iOS engineer.
How many? I mean, do you make like hundreds of apps a year or what?
No, I get put on projects, and then when that project's winding down, because you get in a point where it's just in maintenance mode, then I'll get moved to a different project. And
there's so many apps now, man. It's like
yep.
Trying to get an app to like be successful is extremely difficult.
Just getting the word out. Like you can build the greatest app in the world, but if no one knows, and I have built some, at least, I guess I thought they were awesome, but yeah. I had no way to get the word out there.
So, right. So it's like when I got a Tesla and I started seeing like how many Tesla apps use the Tesla API, and then just reskin it. I mean, there's like thousands of those apps that are basically all the same thing. They look a little bit differently. And even if you had a good idea, you just get drowned in a sea of, junk, copycat stuff, I guess. But and then things like Flappy Birds goes lunar, goes outer space.
Flappy Birds.
Have you ever do you make games or no?
I made a couple games, not like 3D games, but so for my own personal apps I work on usually start out as like a necessity type thing, and then I put it out in the App Store so everyone can use it. I don't know if you guys ever play a game when you're driving in a car, especially like on a long road trip, where you count the first person to see a yellow car, yells banana,
right?
And you get a point for it. Right, and then if you see a police car, you yell busted, and you can steal points from other players.
Really?
So you need an app, of course, to keep track of that. And so I wrote a banana app.
A banana app.
So that was kind of a game, but then Ethan came up with the game idea, and we made it together. It's called Coin Touch. It's in the app. It's pretty cool, but no one downloads it.
Oh, really? So is it under Brawny Lads and developers? Is that what it is?
Brawny Lads software, yeah.
So you have one that says Coin Touch.
Is that Ethan's?
Huh?
That's Ethan's. He did the artwork. It's actually like crayon colored images, and he did the sound effects. So like the laser sounds are his mouth going pew pew.
Oh, really?
That actually sounds kind of cute. What's the name of it?
It's called. I'm down.
Oh, you can play it on there. It's called Coin Touch. Coin space touch. Like it really should have been called Coin Tap, but I'll let him name it. So.
And then Sounded Out Spelling.
And so that Sounded Out Spelling actually has, even since I released EN3D, it has more downloads per day than the scanning app.
Oh, this one's doing okay, huh?
The spelling app is doing okay, but if I could get the word out there, and it was released before the predictive text, before they had predictive text, and
right.
So that kind of helps you spell nowadays. But that app was released before then, and it basically takes the place of a dictionary for kids that are having to have writing assignment.
So they could sound it out. They can sound a word out, and it'll show them the spelling.
I help them with the spelling. Yep.
Like, how much coding is involved in making apps? Is it a lot of coding or no?
Yeah, but I've been doing it for years. So if I can think how to do it, programming is really just breaking things down into smaller steps. So if I can think logically how to do something, it's like step by step, it's easy enough to do it by code.
So let me ask you this: what's like the most polished app that you were part of, that you had something to do with Is there an app in there that we could see or no?
I think I'm probably allowed to talk about it, but if like I'm currently doing assigned to Jewelry TV, so if you download their app in the App Store,
What is it called?
JTV or Jewelry TV, they have an app. You can watch their live stream, and then the company I used to work for, we had an app for real estate agents that helped them. Well, the company sold Bluetooth lock boxes, so the electronic lock boxes. You can open them with the app. You can unlock the lock boxes with your app, and so that company was called Central Lock. And we were only 2 people in the market. There was GE and there was us. So we have a pretty decent size of the market.
Because I have an idea for an app, but I don't have any experience. I don't even know who to talk to about it.
And then
that would be him.
Do you hire somebody? I mean, how does that work? Do you have to like hire somebody up front and then, or do you like cut them in on the sales or revenue or no?
I've done stuff for other people as like for percentage of the equity, I guess.
Yeah.
But it never actually I never actually made any money that way.
The only problem with the app idea that I have is like it would take there'd be a lot of support on the backside of it ongoing. And I'm sure that's probably the most expensive part, right?
Well, yeah, because you have to pay the server fees and stuff.
Well, not just the server fee, but I mean like the customer service back end, right?
Okay, this is a pain in the ass.
My game? Oh, I haven't even looked at it yet.
It's just tapping the pennies. It ain't that easy though.
It's a little addictive, but
what are you supposed to do?
You just tap the pennies. Just start the game and start tapping pennies.
You're supposed to beat your own high score.
67 cents.
You're supposed to beat your own high score, really, is what the challenge is.
Tap the coins to collect money before the timer runs out.
It's just a speed game. How fast
can you I see. So you just tap in the money. I see.
Yep. Just collect the pennies.
And then you can spend that money on power-ups.
Oh, this is not easy, actually.
No, it's not. It's pretty fast. Too fast.
Oh, I thought the number was the number of pennies, but it's not. It's a timer.
It's the countdown, yeah.
So you know which one to go after.
Like 30 seconds to touch.
You know what it reminds me of is Pop the Lock. That's what it reminds me of, Pop the Lock.
But if you get to 100 pennies, then you get an extra coin. So every 100, you get an extra coin on the screen. You have to try that.
See, games like this could be. I mean, that's like Flappy Bird, right? I mean, you know what I mean? Like it's basic concept, but yeah, I don't know. But anyways, guys, I think I'm gonna wrap this up. I didn't expect to be on this long, but I appreciate everybody coming. I pay for a full StreamYards thing every month, and I never use it. So
yeah,
probably
use it.
We hit a peak of 4 people, so that's great.
Mm-hmm.
Got that
Everyone
going.
was on stream as well.
Yeah. Well, how many people? 7 people. Yeah. So. All right, guys. Thank you for coming on, and it's been nice talking to you.
Yep.
Llama, your turn.
See you.
See you guys.
All right.
I think I got like an hour left.
Oh, I forgot to end the stream.
I think you forgot to end it. Yep.
Yeah.
It's still live.
We have a channel.
All right, we'll just take over.
So fun begins now.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and leave before you guys get too ruthless on here and like get them banned from YouTube. So you guys have fun. I'll see you guys later.
Yeah, later down. Yeah, it's only us left.
I'll shoot him a message and tell him.
Yeah, I was on my way to do that as well. But you do it. Getting tired. Just that it's still currently for watching. I'm one of them though.
Let's see how long he hangs out before he comes back. I just shot him a message, so.
Yeah.
Knowing him, he probably walked away from the computer, won't get it. He'll be like, whatever, we'll just hang out here. So, what's up, Viking? How's it going, man? Let's see how long we can stay live on Steve's account.
Not too much going on. I have this to finish up.
Yeah, that's for. What are you using that for? To enclose the whole top of it?
Yeah.
So how's that? Oh, you've got a cable chain for the top, then, right?
Not the cable chain, but it's room enough.
Oh, you've got a
it's back.
cable chain for the top, then, right?
Not the cable chain, but it's room enough.
Yeah. Oh, you've got
it's back.
cable chain for the top, then, right?
Not the cable chain.
I basically don't know how to shut the stream off. So.
It's up in the upper right-hand corner. It just says end stream.
Will that kill the YouTube? Oh, I hit leave studio.
Yeah, you just left.
Oh.
You just up and left and left the stream going.
Oh.
So
We're still live right now.
Left up your channel.
You gotta go up in the right-hand corner. It says end stream. There's a big blue button.
Okay, I got it. So I hit the end broadcast, and that'll kill YouTube also, or no?
That'll kill everything, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
We can still chat on the back end, though, as we do now.
I don't care. You guys can stay on here all you want. You want to stay on here?
No, kill the stream.
All right. I'll see you guys.
3 hours.
Later.
Bye.
Later.